Happy Saturday, round this bitch. Welcome to the goddamn Terror Dome. Let me get my cut out that so I can go ahead and get the cheating saying with the infidelo goddamn roast dome. Natalie Nicole is here. We got Marie. She's on the screen already. Merlot is here. Poison Kiss 201 is here. She says, let me grab my snack. What you got? Because I'm hungry. And you going to share that shit. We got Corey in the building. Medusa in the building. KB up in this bitch. Sparkle Eve. Hey, how are you? Who else we got? Live, Love, Laugh is in the building. Y'all was in here early conversing. Y'all the goddess is here. Crazy Beautiful Lens is here. She's always here, and I love her for that. Aqua Shade is here, and Mina's here. Patricia, what's happening, girl? Now, y'all know what's up. You're going to see your shit across the screen at some point in this stream. It's Saturday night, okay? I don't know what time it is where y'all are, but it's 8:36 now here. What's happening is in Blackistan, there's a lot of mammies turning on that iPhone device because they don't know where their Dusty is. And I propose to you, leave that man alone because you're going to take him back because you are pathetic as fuck. 100. Let's watch a video real quick of a pathetic motherfucker following her Dusty, bothering him and not letting him cheat in peace. Now, I don't know what his side piece is. I'm going to reserve comment on that, but I'll just put it like this. This took place in Atlanta. Atlanta, Georgia. Let's go.
So Carlos, how did you find Carlos over here at my house? Like, over here.
I found him on where's my iPhone.
Oh,
Where's your
I got
iPhone?
his location.
is this for real? Trees. That's
Where?
not. Who's that?
No, that man, his old lady, the guy I met off Tinder.
Why she was
Carlos!
why she was banging on the door like that?
Hold on. Yeah, come on.
Oh,
This is right here, baby. This
I
it right here.
I knew
This
something was gonna
Carlos,
pop
this
off.
is-
I just
What's going on,
felt.
Carlos?
What you talking
What you doing up here?
What you mean?
What
No,
are you
I
doing
don't-
over here, Carlos?
How you find me?
Where's my iPhone?
I don't know if
That's
it's real. I don't know if she's doing her little
how-
prank,
how-
but
that's how I found you. That's how I found you.
Man, what?
So what's going on? What you doing over here?
What I'm doing
That's the
over
question. Yes.
So what's up, baby? I mean, so
here? Man, I don't know what the on, man.
We together. We
This-
live together.
so
we
you
pay
like you
bills
told me
together,
on Tinder that
everything.
you
Did y'all hear that voice? Atlanta.
ain't got no lady or nothing.
This
Like, that's
can't
crazy, dog. Cause what you doing? No, you recording?
So
yeah, cause she banging on the door like that.
But you ain't
what
have to.
you doing
You don't do
over
No,
nothing.
you need this for your protection
That's why I
too.
need-
I ain't worried nobody
What
ain't
are you
gonna do
doing
nothing.
over here?
I'm not worried about
What
that. But she
you
coming here
doing
for
over
him,
here?
and I didn't know he had old lady.
that's all I need to know. What are you doing over
Ain't no
here?
man, ain't no you.
Man, this was iPhone. I don't understand.
What are you
that.
doing over here? Yeah, just give me my phone. Give me my keys.
She don't
Okay,
trust the
look at
man
your
from
shit.
his
Give me my
Give me my
iPhone.
phone. Give me my
Oh.
keys.
Kids,
Gosh.
okay, I'm gonna get.
Okay, well, give me my phone.
No, but why you
I'm
didn't? Why
paying
you
for
ain't
that.
tell me that
Give
you
me-
had
give
an
me
old
that
lady,
phone.
dog? Like that's crazy. Because I
I'm
asked you, you
trying
said
to
you were
iPhone.
single when you was on Tinder. You got on this. You told me you was single. I told you I don't do nothing like that. Out of respect, this lady could have came to my house, flat my tires, or anything like that. So you, a dog. Like out of respect, you shouldn't do no that, dog. What if somebody would have got hurt? What if I would have shot her? What if I would have pulled my fist out?
And we got our here.
Man.
He got no sense.
Yeah, see her to my son.
Fat-
Damn.
Next time, turn your location off.
You to my dad? No, get out
Yeah,
like you wrong.
that's
dog.
how
You
people
wrong.
get set up and stuff.
Yeah, like that's what I mean. Like, well, y'all ain't plotting on me or nothing. Like, if you
Oh,
want,
ain't nobody saying you up now. This nigga just done got caught up trying to do some slick
So what?
That's trying to be slick, but don't know how to cheat.
What?
Don't know how to
yeah,
cheat.
but you
don't know how to
baby,
cheat.
but listen, I like. No, I didn't think you trying to set nothing up. You trying? You said you causing trouble by bringing her over here. But what if I'm thinking? What if y'all, my cousin would have been here?
People get killed.
I don't know what could have happened. What I would have pulled my gun out.
Exactly.
Like that's wrong. You don't even. You don't do nothing junk like that, dog. I bet you don't tell me you lied. You with this lady. You should be with this
What
lady.
you on Tinder for? Why are you on Tinder? Why?
See, that's why I'm
If you
dealing
trying
with
to do other
that
women, you need to
social.
get
That's why we
then.
dealing
You
with
wanna
that
deal with
dating
other
site
women?
shit.
Why are you still with me then? If that's the case, why?
Dog, you
You don't-
slimy,
I don't
dog.
need
Like,
you.
I think
I
I can
don't
take out
need
the house
you.
because we got the kids.
I don't
Now.
need
I'm sorry,
you
y'all.
need
I
to-
don't
y'all-
know kids, but y'all
You
just
don't know.
the
Get
house.
get your phone, baby. You ain't wrong.
And you can come right
And I'm not finna, girl. I'm not finna be with. I ain't got my gun.
No, I can't believe this girl is knocking on the door like she these bro.
Oh, little girl.
We so nosy. So he gonna go home? So
And then lose my number and block me, boo boo, because you better not even call me. Yeah, you can throw your hands up all you want to. You disrespectful. You slimy, dog. Cause I knew someone right.
that
But
is
that's
smart.
crazy.
I ain't like how she was knocking on the door like that. That's what's like, oh,
Yes, it's something wrong with him.
he's
Don't lie, I was liking him because he was saying he got money and stuff. No, shit my dope for they come here. I was liking happened. I met him on Tinder. This man lied. This only the reason why I was like, dang, he look cute, he look handsome, he got some food pictures up there, food you right. But all along, like I didn't even know you had old lady. Don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? Then this lady done followed you. What if this lady would have had a gun and tried to do something in my car? And then another thing, he had like something wrong with me. You see me? Like he couldn't even.
no, girl. He came from behind me, gonna tap me, telling me what's going on. Nah, nigga, what's going on with him? No, you can't. I don't like when people knock on my door like that. That's why I
What he
always
tapped you like he
rap.
was trying to flirt or tap
No,
you
he just
like,
tapped me like, what's going on?
like he acting slow. Like
yeah, like he didn't want to come from behind me because he heard that. I think he heard her voice before she even whatever.
Said yeah, because you ain't because she was at the door for him.
'Cause he was- I was
and
in-
then he went to the bathroom like he knew something. Then but guess what? Cut it loose. I'm gonna tell y'all like
That's
this,
why
I'm done
that's
with
why
you.
I
I'm
don't
done
be
with you.
on those
I'm done with
dating
it.
sites.
I'm done with it because that's disrespectful. That lady I could have hurt that lady. Or she could have hurt me.
Yep.
Anything. I don't
And
know.
I don't
I'm
play.
looking
I'm
like it's a
quick.
lady at the door.
I'm quick to
So I'm
take out
thinking
my
it's my neighbor
phone.
or
I'm
somebody.
quick to take out my shit.
Yeah, baby, I'm done with it. God is good. I'm glad that happened. I'm done. I'm for the delete Tinder right now and stuff like that. Cause
Excuse me, mammies. Like I said, happy Saturday. Do you want your Saturday to look like this every time? You got the location on, spending your Saturday eating lemon pepper wings, wondering where this motherfucker is. That shit is lame. This is one of many videos, and this is a clean one. Y'all doing the most out here. Why don't you come spend some time with us and learn how to not give a fuck and then also not make that mistake again? Huh? You look silly, and I'm hoping this was a dude cheating on his girl with another girl. Okay? But the location does it makes it seem like something else was going down. Also, all they know how to do is fuck and bounce. All right? Unapologetically critical. Ma'am.
Y'all know I don't like to give props to mammies. I will say I'm glad they did not fight each other over some gay boy because he's in Atlanta. I'm sure he's gay.
I'm honestly thinking she would have lost that because them hands and feet was kind of big.
Man, listen, I'm a big girl. I'm tall. I got big hands, but at first I was like, is this a woman? Is this a transformer? Like what is happening?
Well,
Her voice was a little rough too. I'll give her that, but
I was thinking Barry White the whole time. Lou Rawls around this bitch. You'll never find.
It's a bit. You can tell she smoked a pack of cigarettes a day, at least. It's a bit rough.
This shit is pathetic. Did you also notice that she left with him?
I did. He falling behind her like a lost fucking dog. Like have some fucking balls. Like do something. Defend yourself. Say why you cheating at least. Don't act like a bitch when she catch you. Jesus.
The title of this live is "Stop Bothering Your Dusty and Let Him Cheat and Peach." She could have stayed home, ate some popcorn, and just because she gonna take him back.
Exactly. She knew he was cheating on her. They know these niggas be cheating.
She better check his underwear and see if it's some blood in the front L.
This motherfucker said, "Ain't God good? Like good for what?"
You know what's a trigger for me that I'm thinking that's something else? Boo boo. They love calling real women boo boo.
Mm-hmm.
That was another clue. I'm like, girl, I live in Georgia, okay? And there are a ton of clinics here, and she needs to go ahead and make sure she gonna have a long life.
Yeah.
All right.
You think it was a
Okay.
transformer?
I believe it was a
She's
transformer,
giving
honestly.
transformer. She's giving
Honestly.
transformer.
If I apologize if she's not,
Yeah.
but boy, if it's not, baby girl has had a long,
Rough
hard
life.
life.
Rough. That's what. If she is a woman, that's what
Mm-hmm.
happened when you deal with Nick Knowles, guys. Leave them alone.
Yeah,
Trinity.
because she was sounding real manly.
She was sounding like she could literally lift a couch with one hand, assemble a grill. You get what I'm saying? And those feet was like yabba dabba doo. Honey, you
I'm
remember the
dead.
Flintstones? Move the car with their feet. She looked like she can push a F-150 with them bitches.
I'm dead.
Oh yeah.
Girl, and then I'm thinking to myself, what the hell is you even as a man? I'm sorry, every woman not pretty. It's like, what the hell you trying to call yourself being attracted to her ass for? From the one, I mean, I know the old girl had on a mask, but she didn't look like she could possibly look that bad. I'm like, you cheating on her with this manly looking thing over here? Like, what?
And
Girl, you don't have
he
no
got her.
point.
He got her from, let me say it like she said it in country ass Georgia. Tinder. I saw him on Tinder. Y'all better leave these niggas alone. Trinity, what's
Yeah.
happening, honey?
Hey everyone.
Hey, baby.
I just wanted to say this real quick. See, the thing is, when we talk about mammies taking men back and fighting back and forth with other women, um, the thing is that in this community, we're obviously backwards, and in our community, your value is only somewhat celebrated when you have like a man. You know what I'm saying? And we like as black women, not like but like we compete with each other over dusties because like I said before, we're only valuable when we have a man or when we're married, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of the times these women take these men back because they want to be seen as better. That's why you see so many black women that'll say, oh well, you can't keep a man, or at least I got a man, or at least I got a ring, you know what I'm saying? Because in our community, you're only valued when you have a dusty, you know
Here's
what I'm
the
saying?
thing,
And
too. It doesn't matter if it's the stupid bitch on the corner, all the way up to Beyonce. Motherfuckers is taking these men back. I mean, they don't have a reason to treat you good. I mean, you on the internet fawning over chocolate men, nothing but a black man for me. They don't have to treat you no kind of way, damn it. I mean, Beyonce taking niggas back. What
and
you mean?
and just one more other thing too, like I had to learn that at like a really young age when I was in middle school watching Jerry Springer and Maury and all those other shows, and I didn't really understood it like I understand it now, but I did understand to like a certain extent that like these women fight over men to I guess be the top dog or have the last word or something like that. And I learned that at a really really young age that this is just the pathology of these women.
It is. Congo, I am like starstruck that you are here. Hey.
Hey,
Hello, ladies.
Hi,
Congo.
Congo.
This
Hi,
is a
Congo.
topic that is really close to my heart, ladies, because I have lived this experience. And I had a cheating husband that wanted me to let him cheat. That was our entire problem. And he thought because he paid for so much that he should be allowed to cheat. That was his main desire. And I fought him tooth and nail for it. But I'm going to tell you, it is the most disrespectful life that you can live. And there are things out there that you can get that are not called STDs, but they are very, very destructive to your body. You can get bacteria in your body that change the whole dynamic of your genetic code. So sharing dick is the most dangerous thing that a woman can do for herself. It is not worth it. There is no religion. There is no kind of perspective that you should have as a woman that should allow you to openly share someone's dirty dick. It is against your it should be against the code of conduct that every woman should know better than this.
That's a fact. You can do it can affect you in many ways too, mentally as well. You can lose your fertility. You can lose a lot of shit. The worst also getting babies that you don't want. I mean, it can fuck your life up. Kyra. Is that you, honey? What you driving?
No, that's not me.
It's on you though.
Oh, well, DZ, are these the men that Taraji was saying she was taking back?
I guess.
And
I I hear a dryer in the back. That
Papa, I
wasn't
was
her.
gonna say, who
Yeah,
got
I
some
hear that
clothes in the
too.
dryer?
but I mean, but look, I hope this girl thinks after this calms down. I hope she thinks to go to a clinic and get tested. My goodness.
She ain't
I
going
mean,
nowhere. Her ass took his ass right back. I mean, they left together. The girl that was filming, she was like, "Are they leaving together?" Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. There's nothing that a Dusty can do that is like a deal breaker. I mean, you have women that go to court with these men that have abused their children, for God's sakes. I can't. I can't.
Yeah,
Because
you
he
know.
didn't do it because he didn't abuse them for real, DZ. You know,
Yeah,
they never do anything wrong.
yeah. And you know, Mammy's favorite saying, as long as he know where he come home, as long as he come home at night, that's all that matters. Like, bitch, what?
Yeah, he knows where home is at. That's
His dick is dirty. Like,
Con-
no.
Congo Night. Here's the thing: as bad as your ex-husband was, ex-husband, at least he actually paid for the bills. These mammies are. You heard her on the video. She bought the phone, and she's still taking back his cheating self. Like, what is he doing?
He know he got it good. He wasn't
Oh
even
yeah, it's a new
worried.
breed of man now. You know, back when I was a little bit in the 80s and 90s, men tried to be a little bit better. But now they're completely pussies. They don't give a fuck. They just do whatever they want to. The women just take it, take it, take it, take it. They have lowered the bar to where it's damn near it's on the floor. It's under the ground. It ain't even on the floor, it's under the ground now. Women will do anything for a man and they know
Especially a
it.
black one.
Mhm.
In our community, some of the most respected women come out here. I took him back. We're healing together. You know what I'm saying? One of the top healers, quote unquote, Ayala Van Zant, she took her Dusty back when he cheated.
Oh my god.
And this is the one that's gonna fix your life.
And you know
Yeah,
what's
girl.
funny? And you know what's funny, DZ? These men talk about how they don't, if they have kids, they don't want to be with other women who already has kids, and just because they have kids doesn't mean that it's okay for you to already have kids from previous relationships. They say that if their woman cheat, then it's over. What? And they want you to split 50-50 and all this other crap, you know what I'm saying? So their standards are totally different from our standards, you know what I'm saying? Because they know that they have options. You know what I'm saying? They can just go to any other black woman and she'll take them. So
Yeah, that's a fact. Thunder Chicken. Hey, hey.
Hey, so I actually recognize the lady in the bonnet. Yeah,
Oh shit.
that's actually a skit, y'all, and she does skits like that all the time.
Mm.
So that's not, she's definitely not a tranny. She has like 5 kids.
Well, it
Oh
don't
my
matter.
god. Oh well,
It's
that's
still
where the belly
accurate.
came from.
It's still
Okay.
accurate shit.
Yeah,
It's
but
accurate as
that was
fuck.
that was definitely a skit. But I mean, I could definitely see that being a reality
It's a
where
reality
multiple.
every goddamn day. When I was
Yeah.
doing my searches, goddamn it, let me tell you something. There are so many videos out here of that very thing happening. A lot of them end in violence, though. And
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get goddamn struck for inappropriate community guidelines and all that extra shit. I'm talking about these bitches beat the brakes off of each other, the brake pads off of each other over these goddamn niggas, and that's a fact.
Jada
Disgusting.
Swirl said it right. Blackistan skits. Yeah, she basically does a lot of Blackistan skits.
Oh my god, y'all. I'm getting goosebumps thinking about the goddamn taking back of a shit log. Let me let
Oh
Laurel up
god.
here. My god.
And no, she's not married. Afro. Yeah, she's not married. She's never. I don't
Obviously.
think she's ever been married. So.
Laurel.
Hey,
Hey.
Hello.
that look like a
Hey,
transformer to me, a transformer in a bonnet, but I'll take the lady word for it who says she's a woman.
It sounds like a oh boy. Let me
It sound like one, it look like one, if it walk like a duck and it quack like a duck.
I mean, some women are just hard, you know, like they just look tired.
Smokes a
Yeah,
lot of
she gives like
cigarettes.
Maybe
Deborah
she,
Anthony
yeah, I
vibes.
can tell she smokes
She
cigarettes.
smokes a lot of cigarettes, and she
Yeah,
deals with a lot of
I
N
didn't think
words.
that I didn't think that she was a man though. Like, I mean, because I know some women here that, have that deep voice in them. So I kind
I'm
of got
trying to I'm trying to
wondering
get
why.
this video of how Dusties treat you mammies when you get caught cheating, okay?
Try
Because
to knock your fucking head off.
man, I saw a video from Decatur today, Georgia again,
Mm.
with the bullshit.
And
It's
Decatur,
on,
right next to Atlanta.
right. It's basically in Atlanta. It's on
Mm-hmm.
UL.
Okay, boom, I'm back. Okay, I couldn't hear y'all at first for a minute.
It's on
Can you
you,
hear me?
man. Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. Okay, what was the question again?
It was concerning these goddamn bitches that take these men back and not get themselves checked out. Not go. I'm also getting ready to show y'all what happens when you get caught cheating. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I mean, well, they're not gonna, because even though they know he be out there doing what he doing, it's still a flip side to that. They really be trying to trust him. So they're not gonna go get checked out because even though they know that he doing what they doing, they still second guess themselves, and they're not gonna go get checked out because they don't want to admit to themselves that they making fucked up decisions.
Yeah, these women are settling. Like
Mhm.
a lot of them are settling for real.
And they choose to be in denial. Like I always say,
Exactly.
denial is a choice, but they choose to be in denial about what he's doing and about how it can affect them because they just, they got that false hope, oh, I just hope things will get better and that he'll just stop cheating on me and see how good I really am, how much I love him. Like,
That
girl, he don't
shit
give a fuck. He don't
He
That's
really
care.
don't.
Well,
He couldn't
juvenile. It's
give.
so
well,
juvenile to even think like that, man.
Yeah, he
But
well,
they
couldn't
you
care
know.
less.
you remember they also pray it away. They believe that they can just pray the
Oh yeah.
infidelity
Yeah.
away.
Yeah, you're right about that. They do that.
I'm
Yes,
not
they'll.
trying to I'm not
Oh,
trying
sorry.
to knock anybody's religion, but y'all Christian women, y'all ain't being fair. Y'all
Mm-mm.
not being fair. You kind of the shadiest sometimes, kind of the biggest gossiper sometimes. I'm not a Christian. I don't
What?
fucking gossip, but y'all are easy as hell on these dusties. Whenever they do some shit, there's an excuse and there's a Bible verse that can cure it. By the way,
Yeah. Unless you got thuns, and then their sons can never do any wrong.
but y'all watch this shit here.
I want to see a sneak hoe. Look at this shit. They been sneaking around on the nigga, y'all. They
First
sneaking
of all,
around on the nigga. So you know what
y'all,
goes next.
this is a country motherfucking
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to warn y'all. It's like he talking a whole different language.
That motherfucker sound like his breath stink.
He sound like he got a traumatic brain injury. I'm just gonna word up. He sound like he got
He
a
does sound
traumatic
like a
brain
TBI.
injury.
He's
Yes.
giving concussion, very much so.
Bitch, you gotta go. Now I gotta evict your ass. You know what I'm saying?
Not a Vic.
Yep. Yeah, she about to be pulling up. You'll see her. We're finna get evicted. Oh, your shit gotta go, oh.
Another mattress on the floor.
Get all this shit here.
He ugly than a bitch. Jesus.
It's your shit, Shawty. Oh, your shit gotta go. Throw your shit out the door.
Why he got traffic cones on his front lawn?
Oh, your shit, Shawty. This shit gotta be out of my house. You know what I'm saying?
I hate when they say shouty.
We don't hate on niggas who that damn fucking bitch shit. I salute you.
Ooh, it's so
Fuck
dirty.
my hoe, I salute you.
It's so dirty.
But shit, bitch, you can't stay here.
Ugh.
You gotta go.
They don't mind putting your ass out, okay?
Eviction day, goddamn it.
She probably paying the bills in that bitch too.
Right. He got a backup girl that's gonna help him behalf.
Motherfucking eviction day. Monkey ass hoe.
Not monkey. He the monkey, his ugly ass.
See, and they hate when we call them apes and shit.
That's, they look like these men look like apes.
That's the first thing he called her
Look at
was
the
a monkey ass
hoe.
hoe. There it is.
I saw one in the gym today. Look just like
Look at the monkey ass hoe, shout. Shout, you a cheater, shout. You fucking all shout. You fucking all shout.
She would
Come on,
have.
shout. I got your Instagram, shout. I know, here you go. Look at your phone too. You cheating there, little hoe. Get your ass out of here. Cheating there, little hoe.
He not even embarrassed.
Boogie bitch.
He's harder than
She should be glad to leave that dump.
right.
It look like they live in a fucking garbage can.
You ain't even sneaky with your shit, shout. You're not sneaky at all with your shit.
She the one got caught.
Dirty
I
ass
know he
bitch.
fucking around. I know he is.
She only revenge cheated probably.
But I think she know she probably know he cheated. I wouldn't be surprised.
He tearing her shit up.
Nasty ass hoe. Filthy ass bitch. Slime ball ass hoe. Just shit, thing.
Not slime ball.
That piece of shit ass car out here, hoe. Monkey ass bitch.
And most women only get caught when they want to get caught.
Yeah.
His cheating ass.
Bitch thinks she's slick. Not Drake.
Oh, they look like
Not
he's
Drake.
a garbage can.
That shit, foolish ass hoe.
Dirty ass fucking oh my god.
Bitch, we finna try to go get some wood. That bitch, we finna go try to get some wood, dirty hoe. Dirty hoe. I talked to the nigga, bitch. Slime ball ass hoe.
Look at this fucking
Slime
He
ball
could have
ass
got
hoe.
more smoke for her than he had
Get
for
your
the nigga
shit.
he talked to.
Oh, out of here. Bitch. Don't come the fuck back, hoe.
She said, I don't plan on it.
She ain't losing nothing.
She really not.
Bitch, I just threw your shit out. Of course you don't plan on it, hoe.
Is that weed? Is that a bag of weed?
I thought it was.
What the fuck?
Monkey ass hoe. That's your daughter's hoe.
Well, at least she don't care.
But why is all this stuff on the floor?
Mammies always care deep inside.
Yeah, it's good she got out with her life because you know niggas be crazy.
All this shit out, bitch, washing clothes and shit.
I don't know. She's clean, washing clothes.
Watch
out for her.
Dirty slime ball ass hoe. Bitch, you going on Instagram today, hoe?
Ugh.
This what happen if you get caught cheating. See all this shit get put on the fucking front lawn.
We can wash that though.
Dirty
you
ass
fucking
slut.
clean.
Slut bucket ass hoe.
I'm surprised he said Instagram. They usually like Roadstar.
Sluts.
Yeah, she can't be clean if she up in there.
I almost wifed the goddamn slut.
He was gonna marry her.
Well, y'all don't
Well,
know
this stink,
that,
though.
That didn't even make any sense.
I like hitting
They
that puss from the back, but the shit stank though.
What?
It's alright though.
What you say?
Here we go, y'all. Here we go.
The shit
So you
been
hit it from the
stinking,
back, but it
bitch.
stinks. So
But
he
you
don't understand it.
Why is it that all the thick girls got the stank pussy? That's why you be feeling some type of way when folks say some shit about some stank shit, huh? Stank pussy and shit. Your pussy stink, ho.
Stab him.
Yes, your pussy do stink, shawty. Hey, shawty, your pussy stink, shawty. That's why I'm finna put your ass on Instagram because you're a slut hoe that don't know how
She
to
busy
cheat but
eating hot
stank pussy.
Cheetos and smoking Black and Mild. That's why she probably stink because its
You
pH is
nut
off.
asshole.
His dick probably dirty. That's probably why she got
Yeah.
heated. Ugh.
Ew.
Come on, man.
Oh
Oh, did you
God!
Not
Oh
the
my
see it?
golden
God!
teeth.
Did you
And he
see
ugly as
it?
fuck.
And he got a gap. Like, how you
That's
got a
why
fucking
her. That's
goal
why
in your
her
mouth with a
vagina
gap?
stank. That's why her vagina
Now
stank.
we
Cause
gotta look at tequila in the corner. Get off this
she
page.
letting him. She letting him eat her with all that nasty ass shit in his mouth.
Ugh.
And that just proved what I was saying earlier, that their standards are different from ours, and that just proves what other Black women have been saying on this platform, that we are socialized differently than Black men.
Hmm.
Now they are raised to go find a sugar mama and to go find a roommate that they call their girlfriends. They're raised to do that by their mammies. What Black women are raised to do is, we have to go to school, we have to look a certain way, we have to act a certain way, we have to do all of these things just to find a Dusty, you know what I'm saying, and to hold a brother down, and to go 50-50 and do all this other extra stuff. So we're really socialized differently. Like, we really are. So it's not the fact that, okay, I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but like okay, I don't want to necessarily say that in the Black community we don't know what standards are and we don't know how to have them. It's just the fact that we don't give both genders the same standards. We only give it to one, is what I'm basically trying to say. That it's a lot of sexism and misogyny that goes on, especially when it comes to raising Black girls, you know.
That's true.
So
Tammy,
you know
I
how
skipped you. Tammy, that was my bad. Add, honey. I see you.
so you
It's
know how
okay.
they say like you have to Black women need to choose better. But they're complaining that all these Black women aren't choosing better.
There's
But
nothing to
just by
choose from.
statistics, if there were a lot of good ones to choose from, then there wouldn't be so many of them choosing poorly. Like if they had enough of them that were like decent enough to choose from, then there wouldn't be these many women choosing from these bottom of the barrel ass niggas.
Sis, it sounds like you got hope. Let me tell you something. Ain't none of these niggas good for nothing
That's
but
a
having
fact.
dirty dicks and getting bitches pregnant. That's it. And not
So
take care of their kids either.
Right.
Don't forget ruining your credit.
Oh, God. I don't even feel sorry for women that do that though. Like, you knew, sis, you
Right.
knew better. Come on now.
so when y'all put in the search bar women fighting over men, what you get back is Black women. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
This is a whole nurse at the top.
Ugh.
This
Mm.
right here looks like a homicide in progress. Oh, what the fuck? I don't give a damn. What the fuck? I don't give a damn that. His face up off of here. But there's another couple Black women. There's another couple Black women.
Oh
This
my
one got her
God.
whole ass out. Girl, fight over part. Listen,
Can we watch
that's
Mama her butt out?
it. They fighting. I can't show it. You know, they'll
Oh.
take that shit down from here. But yeah, that's what you get back. When you just keep going down though, right? You got to go down and go to page 3. Then you see the Baxters come out, but then you click on it and find out the dude that they fighting over is a Dusty.
Ugly than a
Mhm.
bitch.
It's like, so you got to have some fighting skills in order to stay in Blackistan.
Mhm.
Dead ass serious.
I remember one time I was at this it was like this bar in Newark, New Jersey, and there was this like dusty guy with no teeth, and he was driving a Scooby-Doo van. He was trying to talk to me. I told him no. So he comes there with some mammy, and he starts following me when he sees that I'm there. So the mammy tried to set me up to get jumped because the man was following me that I wasn't interested in.
You become enemy number 1 when
Yeah.
you feel
Right.
the gaze of a Black dude away from a mammy. I
Right.
mean, I've
And it's
seen
like,
women get
why
cut with
him? He
box
don't follow me.
cutters.
I don't want him.
They be stabbing each other, killing each other. It's a couple news reports with the them chips sound good. I told you I'm hungry. Knock it the fuck off. Knock it off. But if you look over these videos, y'all, you're gonna see a whole bunch of bonnets, a whole bunch of dusties. You're gonna see a whole bunch of women they need to divest.
Yeah.
The
Mm-hmm.
big and small of it is divest. And if you see an actual hand-to-hand combat fight, the middle guy is usually a Dusty.
Yeah.
Okay, because they get off on y'all fighting over them.
And they record you fighting. They don't even try to break it up. They can tell you that they don't give a fuck about you. Because if they actually care about either one of you, they wouldn't let you fight each other.
Right.
Yeah, they're not real men. They don't know what manhood is. Like, a real man is not going to sit here and let two women fight over. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to let you fight over something stupid and petty like that. I've never seen, well, for me personally, I never seen white guys do that. You know what I'm saying? I've seen mainly just black guys doing that.
You have to remember,
Right.
when you do hand-to-hand combat, you're fighting over a man that cheats.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you already starting out behind the damn
Yep.
goalpost. He's a cheater, and you out here, you don't know what this girl got. You don't know if she got scabies. You don't know if
Right.
she got a box cutter. You don't know if she got some cousins that's gonna come back and shoot up your house. Just,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, knock it off. And with it being
Speaking
Saturday, I know it's lit. I know it's
Right.
lit. Check y'all Sunday posts. You're gonna see some bullshit up.
So, DZ, I have a question for you. Do you think
Yes,
every
ma'am.
black woman can divest?
But not with the
Who
chips.
is crunching?
girl, somebody just
crunching.
said a big
That's
ass
an
apple.
apple.
But no, I honestly don't. Because the way they acquire the dude, even if he wasn't black, it's gonna be some bullshit. Because the way she got him, where she hangs at, her whole goddamn belief system is gonna have her in the same situation. The dude just gonna be non-black.
Right. Because I see a lot of people talking about divestment, and I kind of honestly feel like I don't want some of these women going into other communities and showing them their dustiness because I don't want them to kind of reflect that on us. You know, there is a lot of mammies out here, and I really don't want other like races of men to think that we're all like them. You know.
Right.
Well, they already see the mammies.
Yeah.
They already see
Mhm.
them. They because we're not hiding anything from anybody. They got YouTube just like we do. They see the manosphere. They know what a dusty is. They know what all this shit is. So after about the second sentence of talking to a black woman, you already gonna know where she stands if you bring up the right topic. When she
May I
starts
speak
talking
on
that
that?
bullshit, yes, ma'am.
I just wanted to say, like, a lot of these women, when they go to not, non-black men and they go to other races, sometimes they pick the bottom of the barrel in those communities, and it's like they will go over there with their degeneracy, and then they'll be like, oh well, I'm just gonna go back to black men because this one white guy he just wasn't it. You know what I'm saying? Or they would even get a good Brad, right? And because there's different types of swirlers that I have an issue with,
Mhm.
and you have the pro-black swirlers, like that one lady off of Real Housewives of Potomac. You have
Who's
the
that?
Candace, yeah,
Oh.
and then you got the Keishas, the ratchet ones that will go over to other races of men, just like the other young lady said on here that they will go over there and then make the rest of us look bad. You know what I'm saying? So there's different types of swirlers, and I feel like I'm tired of people trying to group divestors and swirlers. That is, being divested and being a swirler are literally two different things. When you're a
Right.
swirler, the name speaks for itself. It just means you just date anybody. But when you're divested, you don't date just anybody. If y'all catch my drift. So
The thing is, you attract who, like, the vibe that you give off. So if you're giving off a shitty vibe, not all the time, but most times, like, that's what you're gonna get, regardless of what race the man is. So if you go to another community,
No, you don't.
No.
no, I think that not all the time, but
Opposites attract. Opposites attract.
I don't think
Opposites
so.
attract.
Not all the time.
Well, no, that's why. Well, no, that's why when we was talking about that shit in the Discord. That's why when I was talking about that. That's why when I was saying that's why um good dudes be looking for. I mean, bad dudes be looking for good girls. They not looking for a girl that's like him.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
they're looking for a girl who's the opposite, so they can have more control.
Yeah, but even then, like, the mindset, like, all right. So a lot of black women look for men with swag. Say they want to date a white dude, they're gonna look for a white dude with quote unquote swag. So they're gonna probably attract a wigger, like,
Right.
realistically, because that's what they like. That's what they're looking for.
Mhm,
They're not looking for somebody who's a good dude and wants to, take care of them. They're looking for a hood nigga that's white.
I can't stand a wigger. I
Oh,
can't.
it's the worst thing ever. Like,
Because all they do is try to emulate black men. So
They
why would
do.
you try to leave black men to find somebody that's going to be a fake black man? That don't make no sense to me.
because they think even
Girl, I met one yesterday and I had to tell him no, boo. He was like, why? I said, no, because I want me a man that's white, that really is white and act white and be white.
That's what I be
Not
trying to
your
tell my
ass.
friend. Like, bitch,
He
I
got
don't
too
want
many,
no woke white
too
man.
many nigger friends. He got too many nigger friends. He got goals. He got mixed kids. Then he felt like he had to tell me, oh, well, I've never been with a white woman before. Like, I don't
Oh my God, I
care.
hate
Stop
that shit.
talking.
I have a question for the black women who do that. Like, why? Okay, because if you're complaining about black men, then you're essentially complaining about his behavior. So if you're
Right.
complaining about that same said behavior, why do you like it on another group of men? Like, if, like, for me, if I'm gonna date a different culture, because realistically speaking, different cultures act differently. And the fact that y'all are with wiggers and stuff, like, you know, these men who act like black men, like, that's weird to me. Like, if you wanted to be with a black man, just be with one, because they remind me of black men who date white women who picks up black women's mannerisms. Like, y'all just want blackness on other non-black people. You know what I'm saying? They like the aesthetic on non-black people.
And they just want babies with good hair. So you
But
got to think
black
on
baby
it. They
But
think just like black men.
now
They're looking for babies with good hair.
I will say also that the thing is a lot of wiggers and chiggers, let's add them in, a lot of them they don't devolve to the base level of apes. Like, look at Paul Wall. I mean, he had a whole grill and everything in the early 2000s, but guess what, he actually married a black woman and he's still married to her. He did more for black women than these gorillas out here.
Yeah, they've
So
been together since they was in high school, him and his wife.
And a lot of
yes,
them, they really target black women because they already know how low our standards are. Like how Chet Hanks, Tom Hanks' son, he was like messaging black women on Instagram asking them for $200 because he know
What?
he can't do that to other races of women.
I can't do the powdered donut, Dusty.
Jet
Thank
Hanks
you.
is a waste of nice looking man. Like oh God.
Thank you, beautiful stranger. She says, hey, DZ, with so many mammies dying at the hands of apes and still so loyal to quote unquote black love, any tips on how to talk resistant mammies about divesting? I know so many
Don't.
mammies and I am exhausted. Ma'am, beautiful
Don't waste your
stranger,
time.
Don't.
please don't waste your time. Since you in your divestment journey, divest from them bitches too.
Yeah, I told DZ the other day when we had that conversation, I was like, I'm done telling black women to divest, because y'all know I
Right.
sometimes tell them in my final words on the live streams, and I'm not doing that no more, because at this point like, I shouldn't have to baby grown women, and I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. I don't care if you look like me. I'm not going to baby you and feel sorry for you, because we have the internet, and if you still can't see that you're being mistreated, because here's the thing,
Mm-hmm.
they know that they're being mistreated, but they still have that false hope, just like Elle said earlier. And the thing of it is that, you know, if we're as divested women who already are divested, we should not, you know, turn into divested mammies and mules trying to save other women who don't want to be saved. If these, like, because here's the thing, like, some women who are divesting out, they used to be in their mammy stage. So I think that these women, they're gonna have to do the work on their own, because people can't keep telling you to divest, and you don't want to do that on your own. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if we keep doing that, we're not focusing on our own divested journey. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense.
Yeah,
So
and that's a really good point because when you start trying to save them, you become a mammy yourself trying to save a mammy.
Patricia Love says, DZ, Corey has a question in the chat. So I scrolled up and Corey says, DZ, if I'm a white guy, marries a black woman, is he divested? It depends on where you coming from. If you've had a whole bunch of horrible experiences with the Baxter and you tired of that shit, you like, fuck that, I'm going somewhere else. You too are divested.
Yep, you divesting from Becky.
Okay, you two are divested. You said you leaving all the bullshit behind. You refocusing, putting yourself first, and goddamn it, you are a divested white man, just like that. Welcome to the panel, Pink.
Hey.
Hey. It's on you, sis.
Guess what? I finally left DC, aka Dusty Cock. So guess what?
Yes.
I am in the military, so I'm on a different assignment in the Midwest. A lot less dust here where I am. I will say this: a lot like the women in the chat and in the divested circles, I too have dated, the nakers, and most of my experiences were the high earners, as I put in the chat. High earning on paper, successful, pays the bills, well read, well versed, but there was always still that typical Black male pathology that it was always something or another. For example, I had to pursue them in a relationship. I had to hold their hand, teach them how to be, like, for example, emotionally available and intelligent. There was always something or several things that I just could not wrap my mind around with their pathology. So I just thought maybe it's just a very tainted DNA. They have a tainted gene pool where they just can't get it together, if that makes sense.
Girl, I've been saying this. I literally said this. If you are born a Black man, that is a mental illness. Like, these motherfuckers is crazy. Like, seriously, demons. That's what I think they are.
I
They all have retarded.
I honestly think it's because as a man and you out here on the bottom, and all the people that look like you that are men are also just conquered and fucked. I think it literally triggers, like you said, mental illness.
Yep.
That's serious. Because you're not supposed to be on the bottom. You're supposed to build, you're supposed to provide, protect, problem solve, and make your community better. And they're not doing that. Therefore, they know no one has respect for them. And then they start acting out like a bunch of big ass gun-toting toddlers.
Professional victims.
Well, the only thing and that's why they focus so much on making Black women submit and humble ourselves, because they know they're at the bottom, because truthfully, Black women have surpassed Black men.
Long time ago.
And the thing is also, the Black man has not been conquered once, but twice, and in about 10 years, he's about to be conquered a third time. So he was conquered by the Arabs, he was conquered by the white man, and in about 10 years, the Chinese man is going to conquer and take over all of Africa. Colonialism will be in full effect again in about 10 years.
Yeah, all the babies out there are going to look like A. Marie. Ashley, I'm glad you got something out of that. Yeah, quit arguing, mammies. They ain't gonna do nothing but make you frustrated and make you feel like you're alone. I wouldn't even talk to them.
Yeah, I don't.
And why would you even want to submit to a man who keeps talking about how conquered he is? I'm not going to submit
all day,
to a
every
conquered
day.
man.
Really?
Victims.
All day, every goddamn
Seriously. Woe is me. It's hard being a Black man. Blah, blah, blah. The word is against me. Bitch,
The white man defeated me.
I think that's what the pro-Black movement is about.
It is.
View me as a victim. Everybody needs to view me as a victim and then start giving me shit. Acknowledge that y'all enslaved us and give us shit. That's what it is.
But then they're kings, though, which confuses me. Like, how are you a king in one breath, but then you talk about how you don't have anything? Do they like? Do we need to pull up? Do we need to pull up the definition of a king? Like, I'm just like, I never understood that. Like, I believe I was around 15 when I started hearing them call each other kings and queens. Like, I'm like, what is this? Like, why are we calling each other that? Like, it's weird.
Well, my thing is, what they forget is, Black women went through slavery. We went through those same underfunded public schools with bad buildings and out-of-date textbooks. And we still got ourselves together, and we actually had it harder because we went through all of that, and then we had to deal on top of all that. We had to deal with those Black boys and Black men harassing us physically and sexually as we were trying to make our way through school, and we still persevered. So I don't know what these gorillas want. Like,
they act like they're the only ones who deal with white supremacy too. Like, every other ethnic group deals with white supremacy and white what do they call it? Systematic racism. But you don't see Hispanics or Latinos, you don't see Asians whining the way that Black men do. They don't have to.
because they're doing things in their own community. You got what they call it, not little Italy. What is that? What do they call when it's China? Little
Chinatown?
Chinatown.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Chinatown.
Chinatown. They have their own little sections, and even when they come in our areas, they succeed despite white
Right.
supremacy. So cut that white supremacy stuff.
And you know,
They
they
come
come in our areas and open businesses. And
What
you know,
these bitches want from a nigga.
and they
And
have
the thing,
What the hell?
That was Elle. You know Elle busts out in song anytime she will start singing in a heart.
I'm talking about the video.
the
Like they
video,
beat
what
his
the heck?
ass.
He's naked.
Oh my god.
and to piggyback off of what you to piggyback off of what you said, like in the 1800s, the white man kicked everybody's ass. He conquered the Asians. He conquered the Indians, the Latinos. Like, you know, the British Empire, for the British Empire, the sun did not set on the British Empire. The thing is, every other group of man has built back, except for the black man.
They can.
You have that movie that just came out, in the Heights, celebrating Latinos, and and you can't make that about the black community because it's not going to be realistic. You can't make stuff like that for us.
I just don't
Unless
feel
it's
sorry
got
for
struggle in it or violence, then yeah, like Chirac was, it has to be something like that.
To piggyback off of that, there's a rebuttal to the whole oh well, other races aren't they're people of color too. Okay, so basically what I'm trying to say is that a lot of black men will say, well, they're not as oppressed as we are, and they get benefits because the white man likes them better, or they look more white, or stuff like that. Like
They
they'll
like them
say
better
that
'cause
about.
They're literally trying to deport them. They don't like them better, nothing. DACA exists for a reason.
Like they would say that about Asian people and Hispanic people and all that other stuff, saying that they're not as oppressed because they're more acceptable for whiteness and all this other extra stuff. But
because they prove themselves. I say that to them,
Right.
to those men, those quote men who say that. You know why they're more respected? Because despite what we're doing, they prove themselves and make their own, despite us and our supremacy and our bias and things like that. You guys just sit down and whine about it. Nobody respects that. Except for
people
mammies.
respect when you fight back.
Yeah, they do.
They do. They don't. Nobody likes a coward. Even a bully wants you to stand up for yourself at one point. I go to school. I'm in school right now.
Well, and the thing is, let's keep it real. The black man has been given countless opportunities in
Handouts.
sports and entertainment with lots of money to build his community. What do they do? They just either squander and end up broke, or they give it right back to the white community. So you can't say that they haven't been given opportunity. They just squander it each and every time.
When y'all get a chance, look up all these arrests that's going down for these motherfuckers applying for PPP loans, knowing damn well they don't have no LLC.
Right.
Listen, you thought these people wasn't gonna come back and check?
That's what I said. Like, y'all motherfuckers, they really tried it.
I mean, you getting thousands of dollars and you don't have. Listen, they saw your child support behind, and then you turned around and applied for a loan talking about you a businessman. Bitch, miss me with that.
Right.
You going to
And
jail.
you got
and they
motherfuckers like
let
me
them
who had
apply
a
for
business
those
for 4
loans
years
so
and
that they
couldn't
can
get
lock
no
them
damn
up.
PPP loan. I
They
couldn't
let
even
them
get the
apply
damn
for those
PPP loan.
loans.
You applied for it?
I
No, I
applied
didn't say I applied
for
for it. I'm
that.
saying they.
I had a whole business for 4 years and I couldn't even get the motherfucking in. You got people who wasn't even registered or had no business for real like I did that was getting the shit. I was super pissed.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
they
they going
did
to
that
jail
so they could
now.
lock their ass up. So I'm appreciative. Get them in jail. We don't need them out on the streets.
The thing is, you can give black men countless opportunities. We black men and black women grew up the same way. Like, black women are raised to like go out and get shit. Like, we can't sit around and wait for somebody to give us something. We got to get it ourselves and all this other shit. Black men are literally raised to be victims. Like, oh, they told from the time they're born, like, oh, the system is against you. Everybody's against you. You're not gonna make it. Like, bitch, like,
Right.
do something. Like, if you want something, go fucking get it. Like y'all got the same opportunities everybody else got. Like I'm tired of hearing them complain about that shit. Like it's ridiculous.
With all that being said, these bitches still fighting over them.
Exactly.
I guarantee you somewhere right now, because it's Saturday night, it's a bitch getting her lace front snatched.
Yup.
So she's over a dude.
And
Or
which
light on
annoys
fire
me.
with a
I think that happens. I think that happens because black men try to make it seem like that they're in like black women need to hurry up and get them before they're all gone type of thing. That's why they're pushing this whole sharing them stuff. Trying to make it seem like there's a minority of them and they're running out of black men for women to choose from. Hence the reason why you got people like Taraji talking about some come back to us. It's plenty of them. Trust
There's
me,
nothing
it's
to
plenty of
choose
them.
from. They're trash. All of them. Even the good ones are trash, quote unquote.
The good ones, quote unquote. And what annoys me is that we are women and we live in a patriarchal society. We live in a misogynistic, sexist society. And the fact that black women have outgrown black men for like since forever, you know what I'm saying? It like that really pisses me off. And that just proves my point that we are raised and socialized differently. You know what I'm saying? And like I'm so tired of CNN like just deriding black men, you know, all these segments, because that really pissed me off. I think it was around last year or it could have been this year around December in January where you know the whole George Floyd thing was happening, and CNN did like this little they did like a little video basically like an hour video talking about what the black man goes through in America. And this is just one of the I literally fall back on the whole Black Lives Matter bandwagon because it pissed me off. It's like every time we talk about Black Lives Matter, quote unquote, or pro-blackness or police brutality, it's always victimizing black men who were criminals. You know what I'm saying? Where is Breonna Taylor's statue? You know what I'm saying? They got that Dusty with a
Right.
statue.
That what did he get a statue for? I don't understand the obsession with this dude.
And it's a real obsession and it's sick. You know what I'm saying? Because
They
there
did
is
nothing for that little 7-year-old that got killed. They did nothing.
right, and it's just like this obsession. Like when that little 5-year-old girl was out there protesting with a T-shirt of this dude's face on it, like that really annoyed me because it's just like this little girl don't know him. If it was her who was a victim of police brutality, this man would not be out there fighting for this girl.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where was he at fighting for Breonna Taylor? Because remind you, she died before he did. Was he out there protesting for her? Like I'm
And that's
sick of that
why
shit.
I really feel like a lot of the mainstream media, especially on like the Democratic side, like CNN and MSNBC, they're kind of pandering to black women and just black people in general. So it's like you're kind of trying to profit off of the whole you're oppressed and the racist white people, but we're not one of them for their own political gain, you know? Because Fox News don't do that to us. They say, no, you're not oppressed. You're black and you can make it in this life just like black women do. But they pander to the black people who believe that they're oppressed just to have more viewership, basically.
Can y'all tell my old ass what is this on this banner?
A meme.
I don't know.
Not a mammy.
No, I'm talking about the words on that comment.
No.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
I can't see it. Canam? Karam?
Canon? I don't
I
know.
don't
Age
know.
don't have nothing to do with that. I just
It's
don't know what
Dusty
that
talk.
is. Age don't have nothing to do with that. I don't know what that means
I
neither.
don't know what that is.
Mammies, come on over, honey. We still waiting on you. Come on
They're not
over.
gonna come over.
I see them put in the link in the chat, and there is an empty chair up here if you want to come and tell us why. Why? And then we're going to baptize you because we baptize mammies, and then we're going to welcome you to the clique.
Right. Why y'all never want to come talk to us? I want to talk to y'all.
Because here's the deal, though. This is a ministry, goddammit, unapologetic critical, and I'm trying to save souls around this bitch. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
I'm trying to save souls.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Amen.
You need to save my classmates. I'm in school now and I'm in the class with a bunch of mammies talking about how they want a dark skinned man. How
God.
One girl literally was like so excited today because her boyfriend was coming to pick her up from school. I'm like, oh,
In her
Who
car?
cares? And then the
Yeah,
other
in her
girl,
car.
there's just a bunch of mammies. Oh, they're mammies like crazy. One of the girls, she was talking about Meg the Stallion, how she got shot, saying, I don't believe he did that. Then she talked about that guy from That's So Raven, the younger brother, and I think his situation when he got accused of assault. I don't think he did that. I think she was lying.
They
I
think
noticed a
everybody
trend. I'm like,
lying.
you always believe. I wanted to say something so bad to her, but I was outnumbered. But I'm like, I want to say, it seems to me like you don't believe women a lot, especially when a black man is accused. Do you not believe Bill Cosby? But see, I'm outnumbered by Mammy, so I'm willing to open that Pandora box.
He
But
raping
she had
women.
that aura, and they have very masculine aura up in there, like big time. I am trapped.
When I go back to
From
school, I don't want any of them mammy girls talking to me. You know what I'm saying? Like
Keep
where
your
I,
eyes to the ground. Don't look at him.
yeah,
Don't accost a bear when he's hungry, and that's a mammy.
yeah,
Just
like
look
I don't.
down, be very quiet, walk slow. I don't want any trouble. Yes, I understand that you love Dusty. Just keep looking at the ground and
Yeah,
walk forward.
like I don't talk to them. Like I don't look at them. That's why I'm called white girl apparently at my school. Like I don't interact with them because at the end of the day, there's no hope for them. That's why I don't tell mammies to divest because I I don't want you in my space because when you sit here and you don't believe other women, especially the ones that look like you, that has been victims of men who are out here terrorizing them, like no, don't come over here. Like no. Mm-mm.
Well, this is the Pentecostal God of Christ, God in Christ. You can tell I'm not a Christian. What does Kojic stand for again? Christian God of Christ Church or whatever for reformed mammies. I am a rest home for brand new divestors. So what are
Yeah,
they
that's
divesting?
Church of God in Christ.
That's what you call it? Okay. Kojic.
Uh-huh.
Y'all do not make me put people up here that's having the Holy Spirit because you know I'll do it. I'm very blasphemous. Okay. Yeah,
did
I
you all
understand the
see that?
Trinity though.
Did
I was
you all see that video? It's a video. I don't know. I think it's a recent video. This girl, I guess she was with her classmates, and how her quote best friend, who was a non-black girl, snatched snatched her wig off her head, like, and all you saw was people were in shock. But the camera pans over, and what do you see? A teenage Dusty cracking up laughing.
Of course. Of course, everything bad that happens to you is like cannon
all
fodder
she could
and
all she
entertainment
could
for
do
they
was
ass.
stand there. She didn't react to the girl. She kind of was in that like frozen shock where you just like you want to pop off but you gonna hold it in. But that apparently was her best friend. I'm like, these Latina girls and these white girls, they don't like y'all like that. They don't like us like that.
Y'all give me a second. Somebody said, "Are you a lesbian?" Motherfucker, if I was, I bet I could eat
Oh
pussy better
no.
than you. That's a fact. If I was a lesbian, I'll stand 10 toes down on that shit and I will take your bitch. Now, moving right along.
Hey, let's keep it all the way 100, DZ. You could probably use a strap on better than they can use your real dicks.
Ciao. Oh, Ronnie's here. Hey, Ronnie, welcome to the panel, honey. Who's
Speak up, Ronnie.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, hi, can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. Here's what I wanted to talk about. The federal court just made a ruling last week, right? That now that the NCAA can no longer keep athletes, college athletes, from making money, like selling their jerseys, autographs, and all that kind of stuff. They can make money now in college. So how do you think that's going to impact the way Black men move?
I think they're going to drop out earlier because now they have a couple of dollars. When they weren't being paid, they were hustling so that they can get some money. As soon as he gets some money, you know what happens with Black men when they get money. They immediately start destroying their lives. So the NCAA is just speeding up a process that was already in order. That's all it is. I remember they was fighting over that. They were saying that they're college students, they're hungry, they can't get. Listen, you're no different than any other college student there. The only thing different is that you play sports. So what are you going to do for the people that are in the STEM program? How can they make money? They always coddling Dusties. Y'all, I'm telling you, they are a protected class.
They are. I just don't understand. Like, they have fucking scholarships for them. Like, you just literally have to be black and have a dick, and you can get a
Right, but
scholarship.
what happens?
And the No
But
Child
what
Left
happens
Behind.
is they have like their jersey. Once they get popular after their freshman year, like they run a lot of yards. The schools and whatnot, sell their jerseys, and they made money off of it. So they said we want to make money off of it. So now you're going to have women. You're going to have all kinds of black men applying for college now just to see if they can get in there and make that money.
Let me
And
tell
also
you what I
think
know.
like a
Let
lot
me
of
tell
the
you what.
larger companies,
Hold on a
they want to
second.
back.
Who's talking right now?
Oh, sorry, that's me.
Okay, let me tell you something real quick. Because of the fact that black men don't know how to handle anything, name anything, they don't know how to handle it. They're going to fuck this up. So if you sit here for the next decade and watch them do this program, they're going to remove the program. There are so many programs that have come and gone because niggas fucked it up. And also the NCAA, they have so many, they have GPA stipulations. They have drug-free stipulations. There's so much other shit that they would have to do. They can't just apply for college. Most of them niggas got a 1.9. Come on.
Well,
And
what they're saying is that HBCU applications are just overwhelming them. Like they're just flooded now with.
Wow.
But I really feel like a lot of the like larger like companies and corporations that back these athletes, they don't really want to back athletes with like a 1.3 GPA. So I really don't think a lot of black people are going to profit from that because they're not going to meet the criteria for the sponsorships and for the advertisements.
Okay,
Becky's about to get rich.
This is important. Let me tell you, this is important. The federal court also said that these college athletes can hire agents. So that means all their little dusty relatives are going to be their agents and get paid for hooking up all these endorsement deals and all this money for them.
Well, I smell a scam coming up, especially with you saying the HBCUs are flooded with applications. That's the easiest one to get in as one of them Dusties. And the NCAA, they have stipulations that they still have to follow. So say, for instance, you got in Howard with a 1.9. When they go to do the transcript check and you have a 2.1, you are done right now because you don't have the grades to even stay in the program.
Can I say something really quick?
Mm-hmm.
This is why I'm very much against reparations. I don't know if this is a little bit off topic, but I'm against reparations because anytime you give these nignogs some money or whatever, or they get an opportunity, it does not go into the black community for the betterment of the community. Because what do we hear all the time? Oh, well, the black community, we're so poor and we're not economically up there with other races of people. But it's just like any other time you give black men specifically, even mammies too, but specifically with black men, anytime you give them money or you give them the opportunity to better their community financially and stuff, that goes right back into the Asian community or the white community, either community. It goes back in those communities. You know what I'm saying? Because even if you look at that man who he won 30, I think this was in Detroit, and he won $30,000 and he spent $20,000 on a chain that got stolen from him. I don't know what he did with the rest of the 10,000, but that just goes to show that they are not they're financially illiterate, basically.
Trinity, this is why you
But I'll tell you this, they're gonna roll up on campus. They're gonna.
Okay, so this is why you have to be for reparations, and I'm going to tell you why. You don't like niggas, right? You don't like them at all. So say, for instance, the country gives them reparations. You know for a fact that they're going to squander the money. After the money's gone, they have nowhere else to go. No more begging and pleading. Anytime they start talking about what you owe us, no, we paid you already. You fucked up the money. Now get the fuck off my yard.
Right.
That's what they're going to say. Give them that shit. I don't care. Give it to them.
It's going to come right back to you tenfold.
Does anybody know what happened with the Goldman Sachs?
I don't think they gave us the money yet, Goldman Sachs, because they just
I
announced
just
it a
was
few months
wondering.
ago.
I'm not following it because I don't own a business for that. So
Yeah,
I
me
wasn't
neither.
following.
Somebody had mentioned it in the chat. They were like, "What happened with that?" So I was asking for them.
Yeah, you have to be a black woman that owns a business.
Well, I would say there's two things I think are going to happen as a result of that court ruling. One, Becky's about to get richer. Becky's about to be flush with cash. And two, we were talking about this in the Discord, how black men are already being phased out of the NBA because I think that's just going to be sped up because now you see the thing is black men don't understand that they're more trouble than they're worth on these college campuses. And now that the college campuses can't even have the monopoly of getting money off of them, they're really worthless. So, yeah, they're going to be phased out the NBA and the NFL.
Yeah, one of
SG.
the athletes in, I think it was like Kennesaw, Georgia, they were killed. They were shot up, whatever. And there are all these people online saying that, it was a random killing. He didn't do nothing. And I really don't believe that. Like, people don't just kill you for no reason. He's probably like involved in some like drug trade or some gang banging ish or whatever. I don't know.
SGOT says we sound like a bunch of fem cells.
Well,
now I got dick. White dick too.
Who said that? Let's go ahead and
Somebody named SGOTI.
Okay. Let me go over here and look because I love stuff. I love stuff like that. Hold on. Go ahead, y'all. I'm just looking for the comment. StreamYards.
I
doing the
mean,
most.
I guess I'm a femcel when it comes to black men because I don't like them niggas.
Yeah, for me, that's the only ones. That's the only group I don't like.
Well, here's the deal. Imagine it being Saturday night and a bunch of femcells got together and they just kicking it. How much of a slap dick do you have to be to go in the comment section and hang with them?
Exactly. How did you know we were even live? Are you subscribed?
Because he got his notifications on.
Got the bell
He is
on.
like, oh, I can't wait till DZ go live. He probably masturbating his ass off. Blow that load, bitch.
Broke, black.
It's a trip. You call somebody something. Okay, I would never be caught over in the manosphere, in the comment section or nothing, because I know what's up over there. You being here speaks more about you than us.
And that's what I always say. Like, you'll never see my name under the comments of any of the Manosphere video channels.
Right.
Like, I subscribe to black women that support us and white men that support us. Like, I don't subscribe to those men. I have no clue what they're saying. I don't want to see it. Sometimes they go viral, like the whole your average at best video. That's my first time hearing of Kevin Samuels. And when I heard that, I didn't have anything else to subscribe to because I feel like I already know what you're about. I don't have to like hate watch you and torture myself by listening to your toxicity.
I honestly know what the manosphere is saying because people make videos about what was said.
Right.
I'm not getting ready to go in the comment section because they love dragging black women. Let them do what they do. Their existence is a fucking drag.
Right.
Let's just keep it real.
Y'all know what that comment was giving? It was giving bus. It was giving bus. Like, just admit you're gay. We know all of you are.
I said that most black men are gay. I think most of them are.
They are.
They are.
Yes, ma'am.
DZ, I'm about to get off. About to go do my face routine for the night.
All right.
But I'll be listening.
That's what's up. I'm sitting here multitasking, trying to answer questions.
Make sure you guys say a prayer for me with being in school with these mammies. Bye.
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 Hey, DZ.
Yes.
Bye. I wanted to give an example of a Blackistan diaspora story that I had about 25 years ago, and then I'm going to get off as well, if you don't mind. It's really quick.
I don't.
So,
Go ahead.
I had a black Cubano come into my office, and he started an account, and he had to add his wife to the account. Well, she wasn't there. She was in another state. She was going to come up later. So I added Maria.
About 2 months later, here he comes, and he walks in with this woman, and she is ginormous pregnant. The baby's about to pop out her knees. And so she sits down, and I say, okay, hi, this is Maria. We're going to add, I'm going to get the information to finish adding her to your account. And she's like, oh, no, I'm not Maria. She can't speak hardly any English, but she's like, no, Maria. And so it turns out he had 2 wives. And she's just sitting there crying and slinging snot, and she wants to know who Marie is. And this is right there. I'm at the desk just doing my job, and I got to deal with this whole, drama scene. And so he's so rude. He's like, oh, ignore her. Who cares what she thinks? She's stupid anyways. So it turns out he ended up having 2 wives, and she had to start a separate account because he wasn't about to take Maria off of his account to replace it with Christina. And Christina was an exotical. So she stays married with him. And then about a year later, of course, he walks off and leaves her. And she's stuck now with his kid and another one on the way. And I'm just looking at this shit like, God damn, you should have walked off on him the day you found out he had a whole nother wife and was adding you on a separate account. But that's how things go in Blackistan. And she got her feelings hurt as an exotical. And this was a diaspora Cubano black man. So black men, no matter what language they speak, if it's, Congolese, if it's, French, it doesn't matter if it's, Hispanic, they're all the same. You're going to get the same man no matter what language they speak.
That's a fact.
Trash
That's crazy because Nick Knocks don't got bank accounts.
No, it wasn't a bank account. I just said it was an account. It was another type of account. But at the end of the day, it was just some Blackistan stupidity, and it was just drama. And he was so rude. That was the part that she was just crying. She didn't even know he had another wife. And he was just like, oh, just ignore her. She's stupid anyways. Because he could speak English and she couldn't. So it was crazy. But I'm going to bid you ladies good night. I'm going to go back into the panel, all right?
All right.
Bye,
I appreciate you coming up here,
Congo.
Congo.
Bye, Congo.
Good night.
Congo is my I love Congo. She is so fucking wise, and she got a whole lot of shit to offer. I could just sit there and listen to her talk for all goddamn night.
Congo, that's bae right there.
Yes, it is. God damn it. I had to take my earrings off. Somebody come for Congo. Damn it.
Girl, okay, me too. Well, are we gonna jump there?
Hell yeah. We gonna act like these mammies, and we got our man took. So yeah, y'all. The person that's on the screen that's annoying the shit out of everybody in the chat room and myself included, that's a iPhone, put location on, find my man, Mammy. I wanted to put a face with it because this is what it kind of hits on what Trinity was talking about, how they represent the aesthetic of the pathetic. Okay. Mm-hmm. This is what they normally look like, sitting there begging like Keith Sweat for this man to be faithful.
And they always look like this.
Right. Yeah, it's always the like, I'm not trying to be funny, y'all, or sound a certain way, but they have a certain look because, when it comes to their preferences, sometimes their preferences are like mammies too, but most of the times their preferences, like Saweetie, for example, they're not out here gonna constantly take them back, you know what I'm saying, because they have options themselves as well. But like, it's the black women in our community that they're the ones that's always taking them back because they just feel like they don't have options. They feel like they can't divest because of what black men have told them. Oh, you're too ugly, you too dark, you can't do this, so you might as well just stay with us. You know what I'm saying? That's what
the thing is, she not even ugly. That's the thing,
right?
And she literally could divest and be, do her goddamn thing. But those niggas, they put age on you quick. I guarantee you she's not old, but you can tell she's been through some old woman shit just looking at her talk.
But she's been brainwashed to think that she can't because she is very attractive. But the thing is, in our community, they are very anti-black, so they wouldn't say that she's, the most gorgeous woman, right? And a lot of the times these dusties, they have made black women feel like they are not good enough. So that's another reason why they just keep, trying to fight for black men, because in our culture we have made black men popular, ever since the 80s, 90s, 2000s. Oh, I need to be with a black man, like how those old school BET documentaries where like black women would be like, oh, I want to be with a tall, dark skinned black man. We have made these men popular. You know what I'm saying? We have made them be like the be and all be all be like, you know what I'm saying? So
To piggyback off of that, there's also the scarcity of marriage. So the women that you were showing, just showing that clip, she's a wife because she's talking about her husband. So they're thinking, oh my gosh, I did the impossible. I got a black husband. I got married. I got to hold on to this at all costs.
That comes with a whole lot of stress. So essentially, when you get, I guess what you think is a unicorn, he's a scarcity in your community. So therefore, there's going to be a whole lot of competition. And I have never known a Dusty to be able to have delayed gratification or loyalty. Tell me I'm lying.
You're not lying.
I'm trying to
Unicorns
find
don't
this.
exist.
They don't, though. A lot of people say unicorn, though, but I don't believe in the
They're
unicorn.
not. They're all the same. Whether you got money or not, no.
That's actually it. Like, they're not, unicorns do not exist, and they just don't exist. So you're just looking at a man who did what he was supposed to do,
quote unquote,
go to school and get a career. That's all. That's it. He did what he was supposed to do.
I'm getting ready to share my screen in a second, y'all. I'm just trying to make sure I got the goddamn right thing. And I'm piggybacking off of what Congo said. Saturday night. Let's go. Teen was stalked, killed despite multiple police reports against ex. Now family is suing. Now, no, I don't want your notifications, People Magazine. Go away. So whenever you see, and this girl is attractive. She's an Asian chick. She's very, very attractive. But why she thought she had to get, let me show y'all her first. They had called the police on this man several times. She's pretty. It is what it is. Now let's scroll down and see what she let take her off this planet. I'm sure her parents told her not to because, Asians don't play that shit. Boom.
Are you fucking? Oh my god.
That.
And he don't feel sorry. He happy that shit happened. Fucking demons. That's what they are. I'll be glad when y'all stop having these motherfuckers.
He's working in the mugshot.
Yo,
ugly ass.
He stabbed that girl 30 fucking times. Her parents are now suing the police because they did try to act. My thing is, why go there?
Right.
Why even go there?
Look at his face.
Stabbing is so violent. Like, you know how fucked up you gotta be to just stab somebody repeatedly?
And then look at his face. He looks like he has no remorse. Like he'll do it again. Like
he's a demon.
Like he just has like no remorse in his eyes. Like there's nothing back there. Like just look at him.
For watching the ID channel, they always say when you stab somebody, that's like the most, I guess the most interpersonal form of murder.
It's so personal. Like, it's so close. Like, you know how close you gotta be to stab somebody?
Right.
Yeah,
you got to be like on them.
Up on them. And 30 times? Like, come on.
Yeah, that's why whenever they see stab victims, they never assume that it was like a random murder. They always assume that it was someone that knew the victim and was very close to them.
Yeah, like stabbing them or choking them. I heard like strangling them. Those
right.
Are
so was this her boyfriend, or was he just like?
No, this was her boyfriend for a little while.
Oh my god,
her dusty boyfriend.
She found out that he was ashy and dusty and fucked up. So she was like, she did the right thing. She's like, I got to get away from you. So when they broke up, he kept calling, kept showing up, kept breaking in the house, kept assaulting her in public. And they called the police each and every time, got a restraining order and everything. And it was like the police weren't responding because they was fucking tired of dealing with it. So now here we are. And this is part of the protected class shit again. They didn't want to come off racist and just take him down because this Asian girl was saying, hey, he's fucking with me. Now they got a reason to take him down, but somebody lost their life.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Pink, for the super chat.
They can't handle rejection. Like, every other race of man gets rejected. Black men are literally the only ones that try to beat a bitch up because she don't want you. Like,
it's why we say pink hoods over pink bonnets.
It's the entitlement, though.
It's very entitlement. Like just like the Dusties that I told you guys about before, like they will keep trying over and over again. Now, luckily, I blocked him before he can like start cussing me out because I knew that was next. Because I just was being nice about it. I was like, listen, I'm not interested in anyone right now. And then it got to the point where I had to tell him I'm into Asian and white men. And then he was like, oh, well, you like tiny penises and all this other nasty stuff, right? And I just kept telling him to leave me alone. Then he started talking about how he wants to blow my back out. You already know what that means. Like they're disgusting. You know what I'm saying?
Black
Like
men got little dicks though.
right. And the fact that he thought because I'm black too that I was just gonna automatically like him back or give him a chance, like, ew, no, like it's really much entitlement.
It's because they're used to black women caping for them. Like they don't like a black woman not wanting a black man is like their brain like cannot compute. Like doesn't it's not real.
And that's why I always, whenever they try to like gaslight me, you're a racist. Yes, I am. I'm trying to join the KKK.
People
They
call me
won't let
racist all the
just
time.
yet, but I'm trying to join. Oh, you like small dicks? Sure do. I have a shallow vagina. I like small dicks.
She's doing the and in the soul in a different form. She's doing the and in the soul.
I do the same thing. Like, they're like, oh, you like white men? Yeah, so.
And so.
Yep, I'm racist. I hate myself.
Oh, you're feminist. You're a sellout. Okay, and
right, you're anti-black. Yes, I'm very anti-black. I am very anti-black. And what about it now? Like, what are we going to talk about now? Yes, I'm very anti-black. What's next?
I just don't get how you can't like somebody that look like you. This shit.
Right.
You don't look like me, nigga. Like,
right,
I'm pretty.
You don't even look like me. We just caramel. Me and you are just caramel, but we don't look alike. What? Like,
yeah, you don't look like an ape, and he does.
You're so fucking stupid. She tripped me out with that shit. Especially
They do look like apes though. Like they're the closest thing I've ever seen to like a silverback gorilla. Like it's very accurate.
Not a silverback.
No, seriously.
You know in evolution where they talk about the missing link from like from monkeys to humans? I think that's what they are. Like they're the missing link. They keep looking for these fossils to find the missing link. They're walking amongst us.
Kyra, y'all ain't right. I want to shout out PETA. PETA, we are not trying to drag the animals. We love the animals here. Yeah. We just, we're dealing with something.
Yes, this is no offense to the primates. We don't mean to offend you monkeys. Sorry.
Oh, we'll just say Sasquatch. We'll just say they're Bigfoot.
I mean,
we could go with that.
We can go. They're Sasquatch and Bigfoot, guys.
I mean, actual monkeys and apes are actually very smart, like the real ones. And I mean, these Sasquatches are a whole different thing, but actual monkeys are very smart.
And monkeys take care of their families too.
Yeah, they do.
The fact that animals take care of their children more than black men who are human beings or supposed to be, like the fact that animals take care of their children more just says more about black men than it does black women raising them or whatever the case may be. Because I know that there are lions out there because I watched the Discovery Channel and there are baby lions who are abandoned by their mothers and they still go out there and be a man or a male and they still take care of their families. So
and it's offensive to the monkeys to compare them to black men.
Yeah.
Well, we just sat here and watched a video where they compared this woman to a monkey. So
yeah,
I don't get the outrage. What's happening? I don't get the outrage.
That's they hate everybody. Like they hate themselves. They hate their children. They hate their moms. Like,
MEC, I appreciate you too. I love you right back, and thank you for the super chat, y'all. I know one thing's for sure. What time is it now? It's 10 o'clock. Do y'all think the fights have started yet?
Oh, girl, they started at like 6.
They're still going at it with the fireworks in my hood. Oh my God, I'm tired.
In Atlanta, they start in broad daylight. They shot a cop in the face last week in broad daylight, 2 p.m.
In Atlanta?
Yeah, in Atlanta.
What?
It was a Chinese officer. They were like shooting at whatever. Someone called the police because there was they heard shots fired. The police came. As soon as the police opened the elevator, they shot them in the face. They killed the suspect. Thank God they killed that primate.
If it was a group of white boys that killed a black police officer,
Oh God!
Lynch him.
String him up.
The race card would be thrown everywhere. And what's funny to me is that black people, what annoys me about them is that they will pull the race card up for convenience. But any other time you mention a black man's race, and when they do something wrong in a situation, it's, oh, what does race have to do with anything? And race don't have anything to do with this right now.
A lot,
But
actually.
right, but any other time, y'all will bring up white race, the Asian race, the Hispanic. That's not even a race, but y'all know. So you know what I'm saying? Like, they will do that when it's convenient for them to fit their dumbass narrative, and that's what pisses me off about them.
The thing is, race has a lot to do with it because they make up the majority of the prison system. Like, they commit most of the crimes.
And that's the thing that's so embarrassing. Like, how are you 13% of the population, but 53% of the crime?
But
that makes no sense.
Racism.
Right, yeah, they're gonna say it's racism. That's what they're gonna say. They're gonna say, oh, well, they putting us in jail the most for petty crimes, and well,
Oh
if you
yeah,
wasn't
shooting
doing
somebody in the face is very petty. Like,
right, and smoking
Ugh.
cigarettes that you're not supposed to even be smoking in that certain state. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll come up with any excuse for their jungle behavior.
Not jungle.
Yo, I told y'all I'm anti-black. I told y'all
Blame
that.
the white man.
Yeah, we anti-black.
I'm very
Anti-black
anti-black.
man.
You know what? Speaking of anti-black, I'm gonna show y'all something in the Discord. It's about Candace Owens. I can't wait to show y'all.
I'm worried. What the fuck is gonna happen?
It's something funny.
You know, she is Queen Bedwitch.
I love Candace Owens.
She's
I don't
old-
agree
she's
with
Queen
everything.
Bedwitch.
I don't
Team
agree with
Bedwitch.
everything, but I love Candace Owens. Like, I don't have an issue with her.
She do a bit much sometimes, but
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have a problem with her.
Right.
And she married that rich ass like that. This girl played everybody. Like I'm flabbergasted.
You know,
Like, I have no words.
Y'all know Nick Knox had a problem with the fact that her baby daddy the father of her child is
husband.
white. Right, her husband is white, right? So I heard that she clapped back and said, well, at least my child is gonna have a father in its life. I was
Right.
I am done. I am
This
done.
man's family is in the House of Lords.
Yes.
Her kids will never have to want for anything. Like, when I see bitches come up, this is what I mean. Like, you should strive for that.
Candace Owens is not a swirler. Somebody says she's a swirler. She's not.
No,
she's not a swirler. She's very divested as fuck. But she's
I
not.
think she hates black men, which I
She
mean,
don't-
hey, I'm
right. She doesn't even cape for black men. I don't know why people kept saying that. She doesn't cape for black men at all. Like, you should see her interviews that she does about George Floyd. Like, if you look up Candace Owens and Mark Lamont Hill, they had a really good conversation about the police brutality and Black Lives Matter. She does not cape for black men at all. She doesn't even cape for black women.
Yeah,
like,
she don't fuck with them for real.
Yeah.
Police brutality does not exist.
Yeah.
It don't.
Excessive force maybe, but even that's pushing it because, I mean, when you got a big fucking monster running towards you, I caught myself.
You caught it.
You see a big monster coming towards you. I would shoot it too. Fuck, like
I just don't see how you saying you can't breathe, but you have big. Never mind. Let me shut up.
I know what you said.
Yeah.
Because
She's gonna
Floyd
talk
had
about
all
his
that
big
energy for
sausage
pregnant
nose.
black
Yeah.
women, but nothing for the white man out on his neck.
Y'all going to the anniversary of the George Floyd riot. Do you understand that they're getting ready to have an anniversary for Terry?
Rest in peace, George Floyd. We miss you, monkey.
I can't.
So, DZ, at the rally, how many black people are going to get hurt or shot at the rally for this memorial? How many do you think?
I don't know, but it happened at the first one though when they were tearing up over it.
It'd probably be mammies.
It depends on how bananas they go. It depends if they go bananas for some reason. But where is this same energy for Sandra Bland, Breonna Taylor, Tatiana Jefferson, and all the other black women that I can't even name right now? Like, where is that same energy for them? Like, where is their statue? And the thing is about Sandra Bland's situation that kills me is that there were black people who was just like, oh, well, she should have never been resisting. You know, that same word that they get triggered over. This woman, let me tell you about Sandra Bland. She was so pro-black, and she was, you know what I'm saying?
See, that's what I didn't like about I didn't like that. I didn't like about that whole situation. I couldn't stand it.
Right. I didn't like that neither, but you know what? I've seen how he was doing her though. He was just trying to be. He was being a bitch to her ass though. He was just
Them niggas that she fight for didn't give no fucks.
they didn't. They didn't.
Michelle
She shouldn't have
says.
an attitude.
Michelle says there's one black couple that lives up in an apartment building. They always fighting loudly. The woman screamed. The woman screamed that he got a girl pregnant and gave her a disease and left. Oh my god. Oh.
And I felt like when the whole Sandra Bland thing happened, I didn't want to say nothing because I knew, you know, black people wasn't divested yet, so I was going to talk cool. But I really feel like so police officers, they don't really attack black women like they attack black men. But when you get on your soapbox taping for them, then they associate you with them and they're gonna kill you. So I don't know. I just feel like I really wouldn't have been putting my camera all in their face, talk about Black Lives Matter and all that other stuff. I would just sat and ate my food, took my ticket, and fought it in court later. I really wouldn't have been caping for black men that would never cape for me.
And look at what happened to Corinne Gaines.
To the person in the chat that's saying
she was
Candace
listening
Owens is
to
a
that
mammy.
man. She was listening to that man.
Always caping for a black man. That's usually what it is. They and that's the crazy part. All the black women that we hear about, like Corinne Gaines, Sandra Bland, they're always arguing with the police about a black man.
Unapologetically critical. What was you saying about the chat?
Oh, they're like arguing in the chat about Candace Owens being a mammy. All right, so Candace Owens is a mammy. It don't honestly. She got a husband. He's fucking gonna be like his family is well off. Like I really don't care.
Can someone show me how she's
a mammy though?
That's what they saying. I mean, I don't give a fuck what she does, honestly. Like the thing is, if somebody's striving to be divested, strive to be like Candace. Okay.
Right.
She's set for life.
Can somebody show me how she's a mammy though? Because I'm confused on that.
I
Like,
just stop talking about it because
who? Candace Owens?
Yeah, like how was she a mammy? Because because the black community don't like her, and she does not cape for the black community like other black women who are celebrities.
She don't.
So they hate her. Like the way they dog her out is because they're mad about what she says about them.
And they mad about her being married to a white man too. It's both things.
And they're saying it because she interviews black men. She lets them on their platform. I don't know. I don't fucking care, honestly.
Yeah, but she's not like other black women though. Like when she lets them on the show, she's destroying them. She's not agreeing with them unless they're a conservative.
You know how we are over here where we won't talk to them. Soon as we hear the voice of the banana throat, we're like, no, get the fuck out of here. I think what they're saying is the fact that she entertains them makes her a little mammy-ish. But I like Candace Owens because she drags the shit out of them.
Yeah, she do a bit much, but other than that, she don't bother me.
Yeah, she could be a bit extra sometimes, but I follow her on Instagram. Like I don't have an issue with her.
Patricia, I don't know what state was that? What governor? She said they did a no cash bond. That's gonna make them Dusties whoop your ass because they're gonna be able to get right back out and whoop the other side of your ass without having to pay. That's all that's gonna do.
What's a bond?
It's like bail. Basically, they don't take money for bail anymore. I'm guessing that's what Patricia's trying to say.
So how they get out then?
I guess they sign on their own recognizance and go home and beat the stamps off that mammy again.
You gotta pay 10% of your bond. So if your bond is like $100,000, you can get off on $10,000.
Yeah, Patricia saying that they're not even requiring that anymore. What state is that? Oh, she coming up. I ain't never had Patricia up here. Patricia, God damn it!
Hey, Patricia.
Yeah, I wanted to explain what the governor of Illinois did. He did this no cash bond because he stated that men of color, basically, because that's who go to jail the most, black men, Hispanic men, had to stay in jail because they didn't have the money to get out, and people with money can get out, which is white men. So they trying to make it to where it's that everybody had to stay in jail now.
Amen.
Because of black men committing the most crime here, as y'all see what's going on in Chicago.
They commit the most crime everywhere.
Right. So now they catering to them and their needs. Well, if we got to stay in jail, they should too. So now the governor signed the bill. This shit crazy.
They're very
Wow.
protected in other ways. Like, so I'm
Yeah,
confused
it's
on,
democratic. It's this is a democratic state here, so
I'm confused on how they're oppressed though, because if people are setting accommodations, it's just like the kids in special ed. It's like if you have accommodations, right, and you have certain things that is going to affect other people because of your situation, how are you oppressed?
She said stop doing crimes.
right, because they even blaming their crimes on the mayor because she's a black woman. And so they saying that she's not doing nothing about it when they're the ones that's doing the killing. So it's
Okay,
bad
so
here, y'all.
I have a
Well,
question for the panel. Have you guys heard of the Ferguson effect?
No.
what's that?
Okay, so the Ferguson effect is basically after Michael Brown was killed by that police officer, the crime rose in Ferguson, whatever that state was, because the police were afraid to go into that city because the people of the city were attacking them. So that's kind of like a microcosm of Chicago. In Chicago, the police do not go into that city until it's late at night because there's too much risk to them and their lives in the daytime. So they only go in at night and they leave. But during the daytime, they just let people kill each other. They don't really care. But basically, what it is, we're seeing what it looks like when you have a city that is that has police abolished or defunded. That's what Chicago is. We already know what it looks like when a police department is defunded or abolished in a city. The crime rate goes up. 80% of murders and crime in Chicago goes unsolved because they're too scared to go into the city to solve it, pretty much. So that's pretty much what the Ferguson effect is. If you go into a city that
She dropped off.
Anything black people touch, it turns into dust. And after hearing all of that, when it comes to like the crime rate and they will blame that on single motherhood and racism. Like their actions they blame on other people. I don't
You
know
didn't give niggas nothing.
I don't know any other group of people who does stuff like that. Like that is the weirdest pathology ever. How are you doing stuff but you blame others for the reason why you're a failure? Like you're not a real man.
You know
So
who
when
else is ridiculous?
what?
Oh, they just put it on screen. Keisha Lance's Bottoms. That bitch is just a mess.
I can't
I
with her.
heard. I
I
heard.
can't with her. I told y'all a couple, I don't know how many lives it was ago, where she made it to where they don't have to get drug screens no more. So your Amazon man probably zooted out his fucking mind on that best green.
Not
Gonna
zooted.
crash into your goddamn house trying to deliver your goddamn microphone.
Don't she hang out with rappers?
Yeah, she got plenty of pictures with him. Yeah, she unfortunately her ass is gonna be done. She's not running again because she
But that's
showed
great.
She's a
mammy
hood
that
rat.
shit. Yeah.
She has to be a hood rat because what mayor who has a professional job hangs around rappers? Like what?
Girl, there's another mayor who husband was selling drugs and she knew.
Who?
I think it was New York, some place over there. Like this woman, a black woman, and her husband, like they busted his ass for selling drugs.
In Detroit, we got Kwame Kilpatrick. This was a few years ago where he was our mayor and he was stealing money, I think, from the bank. I was in elementary, so this was a long time ago, but like it's just ghetto. Like anytime you give black people a good job like this and a good position because they claim that they never get these opportunities. Anytime you do give it to them, they F it up.
Trinity,
Yeah.
I think Trump pardoned his ass. Isn't he out now?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, he
'Cause
got pardoned. He was up in that office, fucking everything moving. He was stealing all the money. He was doing them. He was being a dusty, pretty much.
Yeah, because he lives in Detroit and he had a nice house. He had good things going for himself. But anytime you give these knick-knocks a good job, they always F it up. Like you cannot give them anything.
No,
They
they
can't
ruin
have
everything.
they are the children of society. Like they always want to laugh about stuff. They always want to have a good time. They always want to party. They always want to go on Clubhouse and talk about if you got one black parent, then you black. And then when you compare that to other groups of people, they talking about how they going better their communities. But you got black people up here debating if you come from a black man, then you fully black. Like what is this? Like what are y'all talking about? Like they always talking about irrelevant stuff.
Like my grandma used to say, the math ain't mathing. You can't listen to they asses. They are full of shit. It don't make any sense. Nothing they say makes sense. The Blackistani mindset is that of confusion and circular talk. And don't forget about hypocrisy, okay?
DZ, rewind it back to the early 90s with the DC mayor, Marion Barry. He went to jail for drugs. He got out. Blackistan reelected him to mayor.
Oh yeah, that remember that. I was a teen back when he was doing this thing. He's dead now too, and that big dust ball in the sky. They came to the hotel where he was. He was in there with somebody that wasn't his wife, room full of crack, and he blamed the lady that was in the room with him. It's on the YouTube. They put his ass, man. They put his ass in cuffs, and he looked at the side bitch he was in there with, talking about I've been set up by this bitch. Ain't that a bitch? You a whole mayor. You're not supposed to be in there with crack, sir.
Hey DZ, do you think that Trump pardoned that man, Kwame I can't even say that Nick Nog's name, but you think he pardoned him because he's already gotten backlash because allegedly he's racist or something, so he had to do that to save face or something?
More than likely.
Who, Trump?
Yeah.
Oh.
But the thing is, when I feel like when Trump was pardoning people, sorry, I got cut off earlier. But when Trump was pardoning people, it was after he already knew he wasn't going to be reelected because he lost the election.
Kwame Kilpatrick. Yeah, that's his name.
They swore Trump was racist, but he was pardoning a lot of niggas. I was like, he racist. I'm like, he letting y'all out jail. I think y'all should stay in that bitch.
He was the only one that did an actual program for black men. Obama didn't do it.
Yeah.
What is that one name that fucked Monica Lewinsky?
Clinton. Bill Clinton.
But Clinton was locking them up, though.
Lock their ass clean the fuck up.
Super predators. Hillary was right, and Joe Biden was locking y'all asses up too. Y'all still voting for him.
Listen, Biden need to go ahead and get back on it, and so does Kamala. Hey, start prosecuting around this bitch.
Right.
Thank you, soul girl. I appreciate you. But yeah, Trump was the only one that did anything for him. I think black people don't like Trump because they were told not to like Trump, and they like, okay, just like they follow that Umar. And speaking of Umar, he does look like Kwame Kilpatrick to me. But anyway, they are told what to think, and then you just think it.
Hive mind.
Yeah.
Anybody that doesn't think that way, you a fucking
coon. Me, I'm a coon. I'm a racist. I'm a bad wrench. You know they say bad wrench.
Because they ass need a speech
all of that.
That's why they call it AAVE, African American Vernacular English, trying to make it sound fancy and smart.
Ebonics?
Ebonics, yes.
Ebonics.
Broken English. It's broken English.
What is it? AAV what?
AAVE, African American Vernacular English. That's what
half of them niggas can't even say that shit.
Right, they stay making shit.
That's why they say AAVE. That's why they say that, because they can't pronounce the actual words.
That's I feel like with Trump, because you notice, like I honestly feel like he was more elitist than he was racist.
Facts.
Because he was always in black politics or black social media sphere. He was on like what's it called? Fresh Prince. He was on a Fresh Prince show. He was on all kinds of stuff. He just like attention. I honestly think he liked being around people. Whoever liked him, he liked them back.
I just don't know why people were so surprised. Like, this man is a billionaire. He's never been told no his entire life. Right. And he got elected president. What the fuck did they think was gonna happen?
DZ.
Yes,
DZ, some of the women asked, can you take this ding dog off the screen?
Oh, your wish is my command, god damn it.
We don't want to see Kermit the Frog.
Damn, he ugly as hell, isn't he?
He's gone. Fuck him. He's out of here. Ugh. Oh, stabbing ass, violent ass, crusty ass son of a bitch. I forgot he was up there. Then I looked at the screen. I'm like, oh shit, what is this? I forgot I even put it up there. But yeah, Trump did the most for black men. He did. Invited them to the White House and came up with an actual initiative that them niggas was like, oh, we have to do stuff.
Right.
You mean we have to actually get active and you're not going to do the whole thing for us?
Oh, you mean we can't get
We're
a
good.
handout?
Yeah, I thought you was going to do it.
Right.
Nah, I ain't doing it,
And
man.
to piggyback off of the bandwagon of Trump being racist, I remember when Ice Cube, he was trying to be mutual with the situation. He went to
Mm-hmm.
the Republican side and he went
Yeah.
to the Democrat side to
Mm-hmm.
help and better Black people. Now, for me, y'all know I don't like nignogs, but the fact that this man is trying to help his community, something that we talk about all the time, the fact that Black people was dragging this man. Listen, he is trying to help y'all Black asses. So what are you even mad about? Like, y'all know nothing about politics. Y'all aren't smart enough to have an intellectual conversation with anybody like Candace Owens. You know what I'm saying? That's why y'all got Cardi B, a literate self, to represent y'all. Y'all know nothing about politics, but you're getting mad because this man is trying to better the community. At the end of the day, like, y'all complain so much about oppression. Okay, well, this man is going to anybody who he feels can help the Black community. Like, what are you mad about? Like, y'all just complain just to complain, and y'all just have a pride about yourselves that is weird. Like,
Do you see the private chat?
Hold on a second. Yeah, I'm gonna look over it real quick.
Like, look at other groups of people. Like, when like other groups of people don't act like us. When other groups of people need something done, they need it done. They put their feelings aside because they know how to do business, and Black people don't.
Okay, so here we go. We got somebody named This Channel Sucks. That's original, y'all.
Right.
I mean, he
made it just for us.
He sat down and he used his 2 brain cells and rubbed them together and was like, "Oh, that's clever. I'll name it This Channel Sucks." He says, "This is a KKK." Wait, let me do my dusty voice. Hold on. This is a KKK channel. Know what I'm saying? I'll make sure YouTube take this channel down. Y'all nothing but some racist bed wenches. You know what? I feel so warm inside. The fact that you called me a racist bed wench, that warms my heart.
Bad
me
winch,
butterflies.
bad winch. DZ, can you play that the sound of the bed squeaking?
Girl, they flagged my shit for that goddamn.
I'm dead.
Girl.
The bed ritual ones.
Uh-huh. They was like, you use some copyrighted sounds. And I mean, every time I get up off of here, y'all, I get a notification telling me how bad I fucked up.
I just want to know, do they go to the manosphere and ask them why they talking shit about Black women? Like, I really want to know. Like, I'm sure they don't.
The fact that he called us bed wenches, it's like, I know I'm a bed wench. I love being a bed wench. When I wake up every day, I'm like, damn, I'm just a pretty bed wench, you know? Like, at the end of the day, when you call me a bed wench, that reminds you that I don't date y'all, that I don't deal with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So that's a compliment.
Let me tell you what it's like to be a bed wench. My channel sucks.
Hey.
So when I wake up in the morning, because my husband sleeps naked, okay? I mean, he's just basking, and he sleeps naked. So when I reach over, because I sleep on the left side, he sleeps on the right. So I take my right hand and I reach over, it's right there, and it's so motherfucking succulent, it's ridiculous. Ooh. So check this out. When he gets up, there's a little bit of wood. Now it depends on how bad he has to go pee, whether I'm gonna go ahead and suck him off or not. What if he's cool? What I do is I sit up and I put my mouth right on his dick, and he's like, "Good morning, baby." I'm like,
Hey.
So, if he doesn't have to work, yes, ma'am.
We need this channel, man. Come on, come down. We need this.
If it's his off day, you know what's gonna happen next. After he busts all over me, what's gonna happen is, because he makes waffles. The waffles are delicious. He put real bananas in it, and then I put strawberry syrup on it. And then we go on about our day. And then after that, especially on a Saturday, like now, I get in my inbox and say, "Hey, I need to talk to my girls. I haven't talked to them all day." And then I jump in my Discord and we talk shit about y'all some more. And life is good. Right now, my house smells like pasta because he's making lobster pasta. You understand that? And when I get off of here, I'm gonna do it again.
Hey.
So I'm sorry that you don't like that, but that's what it's like to be a bed wench. Now, why in the fuck would I stop bed wenching, man?
I'm not sorry. I'm unapologetically a bed wench, and it is what it is. And I'm gonna be like that to the day I die. You know what I'm saying? Like they're miserable.
I haven't even told you about the bill pay situation.
Ooh.
That's just a Saturday I'm telling you about.
Oh,
The bill
man.
pay, honey. Hey, Dusty, I don't even have to pay Netflix around this bitch. You hear me?
Right.
I pay absolutely nothing. You see the super chats that come on here every now and then? Those are mine. It doesn't contribute to anything in my household. And I know that's not something you can identify with, but hey, you'll get there. Just keep blowing dust. You'll be all right. Anyway, Soul Girl, thank you for the super chat.
I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah. Shit, don't get me started. I'm looking forward to bed winching. Oh, the bed is king too.
Yes, for the king bed.
And it's so much. Let me tell you, do you know what a headboard
And
stopper
they probably got
is?
a bed frame. The fuck?
And a headboard stopper. The headboard stopper is for the rocking that
I
happens.
need
So,
one of those.
yeah, you get them off Amazon.
I'm about
And
to get one.
it kind of looks like a door stopper, but it glues to the back of your headboard, and it the other part of it is on the wall, so that smacking sound doesn't happen and fuck up your paint.
I'm about to get one of those actually right now.
Y'all know they don't know nothing about mattresses not on the floor, right? You know, all they mattresses on the floor and shit. So you talking about a headboard and frame? That's foreign.
Oh, he triggered y'all. He done clicked my link.
We don't let Nick Nogs up here, sir.
Child, I'm in a mood.
No, Nick Nog, you can't get in.
For what? He can get
No,
roasted? Like,
I cannot.
Talking about some let me in. No, go suck.
Nobody wants to talk to you.
Right.
Oh wow.
Hold on a second. I gotta show y'all something. StreamYards. Share. Y'all see this screen? If you look down at the bottom, it says this channel sucks. He is triggered. Why are you triggered about me getting don't I'm gonna listen to Patricia and not say what I was
You
fixing to
got
say.
so much to say. I gotta say my. You don't have a place to speak, sir. Like, he wants to say his piece. He wants to speak, guys.
Let's see if he got some bananas for sale.
I'm dead.
Oh God.
You got some bananas, sir?
Crazy ass.
You mad? You mad?
Get the fuck.
Child, did y'all hear it?
Goofy ass niggas.
I mean, isn't there? This channel sucks. Hey, baby, is there a channel that you can go to that's talking shit about us right now? Why are you here?
Kitten Hills must not be on today.
Right.
Oh.
That's what I don't get either. I don't get it. I don't go on none of their channels and comment or say nothing because I don't care what they have to say, and they should feel the same way.
I told y'all, they mind can't fathom us not liking them. Like, they just don't understand.
They don't have any respect for us. But here's the thing, you know, Dr. Umar's pets, you know, who are on this space of YouTube, they don't like it when we're over there, and they don't like it when we talk about them and call them names and all this other stuff. But they can't even give us that same mutual respect. It's like, how are you mad that, you know, how are you going to get offended if we went over there and trolled you, but you feel like it's okay for you to do that to us? Like, no, like, stop
doing
doing
deserve respect.
Ciao. Thank you, Pink, for the super chat. Oh, the Dusty left. Oh, he left. Oh, his conquered little self, Polo Tink Tink.
What a bitch.
All right, his name is JJ.
But there's nothing wrong with returning the same energy they give us. They not getting it. Y'all talk about us from A to Z. We ain't this and that, and we nappy headed, we fat, we got big noses. But when we say stuff about them, it's a problem. We just return the same energy, and that's why I respect this channel, because it's the only channel that does that.
Right.
Give them the same energy. That's what they need.
They love to
But
call us fat.
Look, y'all, the fence riders, though, they get the same treatment. So what I'm saying is stop fence riding, bring your ass over here, because they already don't like you anyway. They don't like the Hotep women, the pro-black women. They don't like anybody that's saying just be colorblind. They don't even like that shit.
Right.
So,
And that's what annoys me, because it's like, I was even going to bring that up, because what's different about us and them is that even when you do say shit that would fit their narrative, they're gonna judge you through the peak. Because when I was in that Pan-African pro-black group chat, if you said one thing that they disagreed with, they will rip you to shreds. Because I remember these two dudes, they were having a conversation, and one of the dudes was like, Black people don't always have to agree on everything together. And I guess the other dude kind of had like an attitude about it, and he was like, yeah, I guess, or whatever. So you're not even allowed to have your own brain. When we're over here, I get to say my opinion about whatever I have my opinion about, and other women get to have their opinion, because at the end of the day, we are different women, we have different brains, and I'm not going to sit here and tell other women that they have to think and act and look a certain way. When it comes to those pro blacks, you have to think like them, you have to move like them, you have to agree on everything. They will rip you to shreds if you do not fit their narrative. You know what I'm saying? They are not welcoming people. They are bad news. But when you're over here and you're a mammy and you're a fence sitter and you want to come over here and be baptized, we're not going to, drag you like they would drag you. That's all I got to say.
Let's see if this person changed his name. I have somebody in the back named Maria Mount. Let's see what's going on here. Welcome to the panel, Maria. How may we help ya?
Hello, ladies.
Oh,
How are
okay.
you?
Good. How are you?
Hi, ladies. I wanted to take advantage of the fact that you guys are live because I didn't know you guys were live. I have to wash dishes. I have to be quick because I have to work tomorrow early in the morning.
Okay, hit
Now,
us.
so basically, I'm not like a black woman. I'm like
Okay.
what you would consider like a white Hispanic, right? And now,
Okay. Make sure you tread lightly. Tread
oh no,
lightly.
no, don't worry. No, I'm actually here to
Okay.
guide. No, I'm here to inform you guys of some stuff. So, like, I remember I used to listen to Tariq Nasheed, just listening, right?
Why?
And no, just because I just, out of being informed, just for that purpose. And I remember when I would hear him say some shit about my ethnic group, I got so pissed because, well, I got really pissed at him for two reasons. Check me out. Number one, for saying a big misconception, ladies, that Hispanics are racist or anti-black. I'm just letting you guys know right now that's fucking false, because if you saw me in person, you would think I'm white, right? But Hispanics usually do not label themselves either white or black. So okay, so why do I say this? Basically, it's because there's so much I want to say, but I'm just going to get to the point.
Good.
Basically, it's like this. They keep saying that our ethnic group is anti-black, but if you ever see a Hispanic say something racist, it's usually because they had Black American men as friends and they learned it from them, or they got Americanized, right? But really, it's like this. I've seen a lot of these videos where these black men talk shit about y'all, saying that, oh, if you go with them, they're anti-black, they don't want you. That's some bullshit. The reason why, it's like this. If you guys get with a Hispanic, like him and his family, you're part of our patriarchy. Like, you're part of the group now. So like, if something happens to you
Maria.
specifically, it's
Maria,
our business.
let me ask you a question, Maria. How on earth did you find this channel?
I listened to Cam 123.
Mm.
And I found him because my sister told me about him, and he started saying things that I agree with. I'm like, yes, this is what I've been feeling all this time. This is what I've noticed just from observing, ladies. I feel like the black dudes are like jealous of you guys because they can't marry to someone else's patriarchy. You guys can. Like, if you, for example, let's say DZ or Trinity or any of you guys, let's say one of you guys married my brother, right? You're part of our group now. Like, if something happens to you, then that's my problem. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Well, listen, Maria, I am already interracially married, and the stuff that you spitting, we already know what they fucking problem is. And as a matter of fact, there's a person in the back chat. His name is This Channel Sucks. Since you're back there, can you entertain him for us so we can finish drilling or like roasting these niggas?
I don't know who that is. Is he insulting you guys?
No, he exists, so that's
Yes,
insult
that's
enough.
insulting enough.
Oh, okay. Well, to all the black men haters okay, this is another thing that really pissed me off when I heard Tariq say, when he posted an article or about a black chick who had like a black boyfriend and she went through some domestic violence, and he straight up said, no, you got with Zaddy. We're not going to protect you, none of that shit. That's some bullshit. That's really demonic because if a Mexican lady dates out, no Mexican man, you will not find one Mexican man who will say, "Oh, you got with a white dude or you got with a
Oh, we
black dude. We're
already
not
know.
going to protect
We
you."
already we
Aha.
already we already know that they are fucked the fuck up. You listen, I think you just found the info, you know what I'm saying? But we already know who's going to find out next is folks that look like you. Y'all are going to find out so much
Right.
more because y'all are the preference, y'all are the,
Mhm.
so y'all are going to be everything that you saw black women going through since you've been on this earth. What's coming up next is you're going to have half Hispanic, half white, half Asian babies, and all these women are going to be single mothers. It wasn't that
Yes.
they're like some sort of disconnect with us and Dusties. It's just the fact that their character is flawed. But I appreciate you
Right.
coming up here.
No, no, no. Like if you guys, like for example, if you guys, I don't know if you guys are into Hispanic dudes. I'm here to just let you know. Once you date in, once you like get married to one of these Hispanic dudes, they're like they stay with you till you die. Like it's like even after you have your funeral, we're still going to remember you. We're still going to hold you down. And some people in the chat was saying, "Come get your king." No, thank you. I like my Hispanic dudes because it's like this, ladies. It's like this. In the Hispanic world, in the Hispanic culture, there is no such thing as making fun of a girl's hair. There's no such thing as making fun of a girl's complexion. There's no such thing as making fun because she wears a wig or anything like that, because that's girl stuff, like doing your nails, changing up your look, all that stuff. That's girl stuff.
It
Uh,
sounds like you just now finding out. Real talk.
no, no,
It,
and you know what I fear, ladies? You know what I fear? That these black dudes are gonna get so into uh with so many Hispanics, or they want to bring that to our countries, that they're going to teach our children, like our black girls, our Latina black girls, or anyone who basically that they're going to bring their degeneracy onto our culture, and that's what I fear. So, like girls, yeah, you guys are like you guys can date in, you guys can be welcomed in. Guys, no, because the culture's like this. A guy is supposed to be responsible for his wife, responsible for his girlfriend. He has to stick up with her no matter what. And the same goes for the group. Like if I'm
well,
like I
Maria,
said
Maria,
before.
Maria,
Hmm.
do us a favor, right? And go over there and tell those Dusties that, cause girl, we already know. We know.
Oh man.
Go over there and start with the one that's in the back chat with us and
Yeah.
tell him that, because honey, we know.
Like
Yeah.
it's just so it's I just find it so fucked up that they're so disloyal to you guys, because if they can't even be loyal to you guys, they're going to be traitorous to us too.
Girl, they ain't even
You know
Yeah,
what
loyal
I
they
to
mean?
already are though.
themselves.
They treat their preferences horribly. Like they tell black women that, oh, we're gonna go to Latina women and Asian women, and because they're better women. And how do you? Can I ask you something?
Mhm.
So a few months ago, black men were going viral because they were kind of saying that Latina women are more submissive, they are better wives, and that they're just more submissive, and they can kind of control Latina women better. And a lot of Latina women, they were really offended by that. So how does that make you
That's
feel?
okay. I'm very offended because it just doesn't work like that. Like for example, a lot of things that I hear these black dudes. I'll say black dudes because you guys are talking about it, but really it's like these manosphere red pill assholes, these MGTOW motherfuckers, who they come down to our countries in droves and say that we're submissive and all that stuff. Let me tell you something. I'm from Costa Rica, right? Guys don't use the word submissive at all. If they ever mention the word submissive, it's in the bedroom, if you know what I'm saying. And you're just not, here should I put this? Here in our culture, like I live in these countries, there's no such thing as a guy asking you, what do you bring to the table? It's like this. You are the prize. You are,
You the
how should I put it?
fucking
It's the,
table. You are the table.
Yeah,
Bring
you're
your
the
you are
shit
the
and
table.
leave.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
fuck.
you're the guest of honor. So when I hear these motherfuckers asking American girls, what's your body count? I'm like, how dare you? How dare you? Because they complain about American women, oh, they're not submissive, they're masculine, they're this, they're that. That's bullshit, because when American girls, whether you're black or white or any complexion, you come down to these countries, The Latino guys don't complain about you guys. They don't say you're masculine. They don't say you're ugly. They don't care if your hair texture. It goes this is how extreme it goes. There's no such thing as the word texturism or featureism or even colorism in these Hispanic communities. Or in these,
Well, I
I
don't
yeah.
think
disagree
that's
with that.
true. Yeah, I don't think that's true. There's a
Yeah.
lot of colorism.
There's yeah, on like on TV and like music videos, yeah, sure. Because a lot of the people who, like for example, the telenovelas, I'm sure you guys know about that. The people who own these production companies are like white Mexicans. So these people are gonna want to see what they look like on the show. But like, for example, I live in a country where there's indigenous tribes, right? And there's indigenous tribes in Mexico. They understand that they're a minority and they don't have access to these production companies, so they can't decide who the actresses are. What I'm saying is like the people here who basically have control for like those TV shows or movies and stuff like that usually are the whiter looking Hispanics. So they're gonna put their image on TV and music videos. Is there some colorism? Yeah, but what
Maria,
I'm
thank you for coming up. I'm getting ready to give one of the ones that is black the floor. But I appreciate you coming up
Yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I don't want to drag it on, but basically what I'm saying is like you guys can actually marry into different patriarchies and be fine. I feel like they're just jealous of you guys, if that makes sense.
Oh
They
yeah, they're
are. We
very
know.
jealous.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
jealous. They're
Yeah,
always
yeah, yeah.
competing with us, always comparing themselves to us. And as a matter of fact, there's more of them that are actually dressing like us now. Let's just keep that real.
Yeah, yeah. But all this, Trinity had asked, how do is that whole Latinas being more submissive thing true? No, 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 no. Guys have to earn their respect. Guys have to not only just provide the table, like you're the guest of honor. They have to, it's just misconceptions. They're just making excuses on why they can't be men or why they can't be masculine. They're the ones asking you guys, what do you bring to the table? That's bullshit. And the only Latina women they're dealing with here in these countries are prostitutes. Period.
We said that when they had the Brazil. Let's go to Brazil. Let's go
That's
to. They are
prostitutes, yeah.
dealing with prostitutes. You are absolutely correct.
Yeah,
See, we
yeah.
already knew that Dusty is
Exactly.
still in the back chat. You hear that, asshole?
Yeah.
We already knew that y'all was on some deviant shit.
Everyone hates y'all. Everyone
Yeah.
hates you. Like everyone hates
Yeah,
them.
the
And
only
look,
people the only people who are delusional is black men. Everybody
Yeah.
else, we like black women, Latina women, Asian women, we already know how black men are towards us. We've been knowing this since forever. But the thing is, we have a lot of delusional mammies in our community that ignores their behavior. But we already know, like everything you've been saying is correct, and we
Right.
already aware. The only people who pretend like they're not aware of everything is black men. They're the ones who needs convincing.
Right. And I'm not saying there's no colorism in this region. It's just not as strong or race focused as it is in the US in those places. Because here if you go to the clinic, you don't have to write down what your race is. You're either a national or you have to show your passport. It's like
Gotcha.
it's not race focused. Here, if a guy finds you attractive, it is what it is. Like he's going to go after you. My dad's dating a black woman. Uh, no, and I am around a lot of white Hispanics. We don't talk shit about the black population. So when I hear these Afrocentrics talk shit and say that we're anti-black, or maybe because they got Americanized and learned it from you guys, but this is not normal. I'm just saying it's not normal, and it is what it is. I wanted to debunk the misconceptions. We are not submissive. That's just not true. It's not true.
You finna make all of them mad because if you go on YouTube right now, it's probably a ashy motherfucker live as fuck saying the exact opposite of what you're saying. Galaxy Girl, thank you for the super chat, and you give me life as well.
Yeah,
Anyway,
they're liars. They're dealing with prostitutes. I'm telling you. Or like when gringos come down here, the girls who actually deal with them, they see them as tricks. Like, okay, what money am I gonna get out of this guy? And they're working girls. I'm just saying they're sluts. They're not people like me. They're not the middle class, higher class. No, nothing like that. No, no, no. So I just wanted to clear the air about that.
I'm
Yeah,
sure
they're not
this
dealing with high
segment.
class. No.
I'm sure this segment is gonna get shared like a motherfucker. DZ was trying to tell a Hispanic lady to hate us. Boy, if you don't get your ass get your ass all the way out of here. But
Yeah,
Maria,
I
I
don't want.
appreciate you.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
appreciate you coming up, honey.
Good night, ladies.
Good night, baby.
Good night.
Well, this channel sucks. You heard it for yourself. Now, would you take your ass out of my green room and go find something else to do? Go find something else to do.
Go get a job.
DZ, he was so angry.
No, you can't respond. Like, go away.
DZ, he was so angry when he got up here. Like when
He's so
he had
bitter.
that one word in, like he was so angry. Like he has so much pent up anger in him because they don't like it when you have a voice and you tell the truth about these nignogs.
Poetic Kels, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for thinking my channel is excellent. Honey, when it comes out of the mouth, see, this is the same shit that happened over on another channel, okay? Won't shout out no names, but it happened on another channel where someone that was not Black was telling the truth about the situation with Dusty's. And then all of a sudden, they were all over her ass. When it comes out of the horse's mouth, they get upset. So what are we going to call it? Because the other side said it's Brian's foot. What is this going to be? Maria's lips? I don't know, but they're going to be madder than a motherfucker regardless. I'll get you a wrench, Chelsea. No problem, babe.
Yeah, but what Maria was saying is so true because I'm starting to see on TikTok and other social media platforms where there are a lot of Black women who are very attractive with very attractive Latino men. So
I think she was being honest, but as far as like the colorism thing, colorism and featureism is definitely a big thing in the Latin community. But I mean, she's saying that even they don't fuck with them for real. So they just proving our point. Like we know everyone hates them. Like they are a nuisance. Brian said it right. You motherfuckers are a nuisance. Everyone hates you.
right, and they're not high value. I don't know why Black men are having first of all, how are you the most oppressed group of men on this planet? Y'all can't get jobs. Y'all are always being sent to prison for petty things. But then in the same breath, you're high value. Which one is it? Like they always want to say some shit to fit a narrative in the moment. And I'm sick of that shit. You know, just like when they say that Black men are the most involved fathers. But in the same breath, they say that welfare took them out of the home and that Black women are keeping them from their children. So are y'all involved or not? And then y'all sit here and say, oh, we're not colorists. We're not features. 85% of Black men are married to Black women. First of all, 80% of Black people, period, aren't even married, Black men and women. But I think it's about 28% of Black Americans who are married. And most of the women that they're married to are light-skinned biracial women and light-skinned Black women. You know what I'm saying? So they always say shit to fit a narrative in the moment.
We're going to call that shit Maria's thoughts.
Her chancla.
We got us another troll in the bag. I mean, I'm a troll magnet tonight. It's probably because I'm at 2 hours and 21 minutes and they used to my ass being gone up out of here by 2 hours. But hey, I mean, we got some trolls. Somebody's name is Black Men on Booty Duty. I mean,
is this a troll?
I'm not sure. Let me see.
I think that's a woman.
Hey, Black Men on Booty Duty, what's up? You on mute. If you're saying up, it's gone. He or she is gone. And I know this SGOTI person is a troll because they was trolling. See, you trolling backwards. What you was supposed to do was click the link first before you started talking shit out there in the chat. I already know you a troll,
dummy.
Honey. Pickles and jelly. Hey, baby.
Pause.
That's the divested zealot pause.
Yeah, the pause.
Pickles and there you go, pickles and jelly. That's what's up.
Pickles and jelly.
What's up? I was listening to Maria speak and the other dude. I was just laughing when she brought up Tariq Nasheed. It made me think of like his most recent documentary. I heard it was floating around the internet. I'm like, dude, really? Out of all the stuff you can make a documentary about, you made a documentary about Black men getting their booty taken for real? Like, first of all, that's like stealing the struggle of Black women, because Black women, they were being bred, they were being raped, they were being forced to like bring babies to term that they didn't want to bring to term. It was just like exploitation on another level. Like, so it's like, how are you gonna? It's like, man, we got beat. Man, we were enslaved. Man, this got taken from us. That got taken of us. Man, we weren't able to get no white booty. Man, we even got our booties taken, man. They stole our booties.
Oh my god. Yeah,
Like,
that
it's just
that
like
documentary is like the most, that is so much bullshit in that documentary.
embarrassing.
Like
It's just
half of that shit is not true.
embarrassing.
Somebody else already said it on their platform. I don't, but she was right about it. When black men talk about being black, they're not coming from a place of happiness. When they talk about pro blackness and the black struggle, it's always something negative. Like they always complain about their blackness. And they always bring up slavery, they always bring up the 60s when they weren't even born at that time. You know what I'm saying? They're always bringing up something negative. When black women talk about what their blackness, we talk about box braids, our edges, we talk about our fashion, we talk about how we speak and how we dance and dress. That's what black women talk about. Black men are not pro black, and when they do talk about quote unquote pro blackness, it's always coming from a place of negativity and struggle and poverty, and they complain so much, but it's like they don't do anything to fix it. And that's what annoys me about niggas like Tariq Nasheed, because it's like you're making a documentary about buck breaking and all this other stuff that happened a long, long, long time ago that you're not doing anything about it now. But sitting and crying about it. And that's just what annoys me. And it's just like, and then another thing I want to make before I shut up is um is that black people say, oh well, I'm tired of seeing slavery movies and I'm tired of seeing our people struggle. But it's like, okay, well, are you going to keep that same energy for other black people who are a part of these movies and the actors that take these roles and stuff? Like it's always something that they're complaining about.
Honey. Well, y'all, it has come. I want y'all to know that y'all are putting in work. We have had an enormous amount of trolls. We actually got another one in the back. The name is God is a Black Man. Well, here
Oh
it
my
is.
gosh.
If that's the case, then fuck God too. Okay? Anyways, I'm getting ready to drag. Y'all, I will meet y'all in the Discord this evening. Well, later on tonight. Mammies, we first started this show out talking about you. You, you're a fucking laughing stock at this point. Honestly, you're spending your Saturday night and don't say you don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Girl, I know what the fuck you doing. You sitting up here wasting time listening to me because you hate me, as evidenced by the trolls that was sent over here. Turn that location off. When he shows back up, go ahead and tell him to give you your phone, give you your keys, and put his ass out of there and divest, baby. That's all you have to do. You can do better, much better than what the fuck you're doing. Because you're walking around in skin that looks like mine, I can say something. And ma'am, get the fuck on with the bullshit. That's really all I have to say. I appreciate y'all coming. Let me go ahead and put this in the chat. For content with the hard R, please join my Patreon. And before y'all go, like, comment, subscribe. All right? Peace. This shit was a trip. These motherfuckers are still in the back. SGOTI, kiss my entire ass, boy.
Right. Still trying to argue with us.
I mean, he's sitting there. You're creepy, sir.
The show is over with, you weirdo. Come back next time.
Bye, y'all.
I'm out this bitch.